God, I've been doing this since February, haven't we? I think. Welcome, and appreciate there's a lot going on at the moment, but thank you for your company. We're in for a hell of a night. Couple of things, really. You've got the best in the business playing here, and you've got the best in the business stood here. But actually, but the girls, it's make or break time for the girls tonight, so we're going to be very much focused on that. And with an expert like Chris, I'm sure doing your homework, there's a lot to play for the girls, but and the boys as well tonight.
Yeah, still plenty to play for the girls. Anything is mathematically possible. Whether that plays out, we'll know quite early. But the boys, I think they're going to be more jostling for position. I mean, we've got the top three are all on the same points, only separated by leg difference, but even the top two, and Owen, who's up first tonight, he's on exactly the same points as Mitchell. So it's all about bragging rights tonight for the boys.
If you wonder why,
boys like to brag, of course.
If you wonder why I'm looking down here, it's because we've got the tables down here. Look, for those that don't know, the boys will be playing their fixtures tonight, but they have got finals weekend, so they've still got plenty of matches to go. Okay, so the boys themselves tonight, it's as you say, bragging rights or whatever, trying to make a point for that last final day. And Mitchell, and Owen and Archie, it's just nothing between them, is there really? So I don't know how that one's going to go.
Yeah, like I said, literally separated by a leg difference, all on 6 points currently. Mitchell, of course, unbeaten, as is Owen. They both won 2 and both drawn 2. Archie has won 3. He's won the most matches, but he's on the same points because he actually, instead of getting a draw, picked up a defeat. But yeah, listen, the bottom 2, it's going to be tough for them to get a shift on. And this is the penultimate night, isn't it, before we have our final matches in the boys, and then, of course, the exciting finals weekend. Yeah,
we often look at table. I'm sure you do at home. You look at the top, and you perhaps look at the bottom, but the middle bit as well. I mean,
Well, that'll be interesting how finals day plays out. It's a bit like when you see players who sort of make the UK Open in 64th spot, and they're like relieved, and then you go, oh God, you look who's number one. But yeah, it's going to be good, and I think the top 3 players will play well tonight because they know they're shoo-ins. But like I said, I just think it's bragging rights. But for the boys at the bottom, it's going to be tough.
Be nice for Lex and Jack to really kick on tonight, wouldn't it? Really. All right, so girls then. We've talked about the girls, and it is important for them this evening. Now we talked about mathematically. Yasmin has got a chance, but it's a real slim one.
Yeah, it is. It's an outside chance. She's going to have to win and win big, and then she's got to rely on other results around her. But to be honest, we should be talking about Macy Gibbons, and rightly so. She's been fabulous. 4 matches unbeaten, and tops the table. And she, mathematically and statistically, is the best player here.
Now, obviously, we get excited about some of these young players and think they're going to be the next best thing, of course. But is she? Is Macy there?
Yeah, I think all the fundamentals are there for her. She can count. She doesn't get over dramatic. She's not.
Seems flustered.
No, she's not emotionally invested, which is key. We saw how that affected Mitchell probably 2 or 3 years ago, but thankfully he's ironed that out and matured. You got to remember, girls mature quicker than boys, obviously, because we're still like kids anyway.
Still are,
yeah. So she just looks like she could, and she's a late starter as well, isn't she? She's not been playing that long, so it's going to be fascinating watching her progression, and of course the advanced tours and all the other girls tours that are available to them.
Series, World Championships, all sorts, Okay, what about tonight then? What's coming up? Let's have a look. Right, okay, we're going to kick off with Lewis Cook and Owen Bryson. Now, for me, it's his first time here. It's his first event. He seems like he's been here for years.
Yeah, he's the surprise package for me because, like I say, didn't really know too much about him. Looked at his results and previous matches. I think Lewis Cook will be a little bit disappointed and really could do with a win here because you've got to consolidate. It's the top 8 that go through to finals weekend. He could do with picking up a win here, Lewis, and that'll just take a little bit of pressure off for his final couple of matches.
I guess Wheeler, I should call her Wheeler, Lola, she's got 2 to play tonight, and she's got to win them, really.
Yeah, she can play catch-up here and just cement her spot in finals weekend. And yeah, listen, if she doesn't win her first game, it's not the end of the world. She will have had a game on stage, probably feel a bit more settled in her second match, which is a little bit later on. Yeah, it's final match of the night.
Yeah, completely different dynamic, I guess, when you have to play, but then you've got to play again a bit later on.
Yeah, because you again, you don't want to get too down on yourself. You got to just pick yourself up straight away and think, right, I've got one more game to play. Listen, she could do a win in both, but winning one and a draw, I'm sure would be acceptable.
I've noticed a certain Mr. Bryceland behind us, so I think they're ready. We've got the team again tonight, so we've got Carl and Chris in comms, and Chris will join me as well for part of the evening, through the evening, should I say. And then we've got our MC tonight, Mr. Phil Seymour, who's going to introduce the players. So, should we get started?
Yes.
All right, over to Phil.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to night 5 of the JPL here at Hangar 61, the home of the JDC in Bristol. I am joined on stage by your officiating team for the evening, two of the finest young darts officials anywhere in the world. Your scorer is Quinn Williams, your referee is Aaron Mitchell. It's time now to get the action underway and welcome our first two players of the evening. Firstly, the reigning European and Super 16 champion, Lewis the Laser Cook, and his opponent, fresh from qualifying once again for Team Scotland for this year's JDC Darts World Cup, Owen the Bandit Bryceland. Cheers, mate.
So good evening, everybody. The crowd clap, the atmosphere is building, the lights are bright, and one small step for mankind and a Federer-esque glide.
Ladies and gentlemen, first leg, it's Owen to
Chris Mason into the commentary box. Chris, welcome.
Good evening, pal. Good evening, pal. Good evening, everybody. Sit tight. Lots of darts on tonight. We got the World Cup of darts on, of course, but if you want to watch potentially the future of the World Cup of darts, you're going to see it here tonight. Some serious talent on show.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. And
140.
Speaking to Owen's dad, he was proud to say that Owen topped the Scottish Gibraltar table, joined obviously by a certain Wee Socks.
Yeah, I was just crunching some numbers before tonight, and
171.
there you go. If you needed any more proof of how good these boys are,
Owen, you require
we've got two players, and we've completed a lot of legs and a lot of matches already.
Game shot and the first
And
leg.
that's a
Owen
beautiful start,
Bryceland. Second leg
completed
is Lewis to Pro
in 12 darts. And one of the most impressive players for me so far has been Owen.
100.
Who, of course, on debut here this year.
Yeah, he's took everything in his stride, hasn't he? And he didn't give me much of a rest when you had Mitchell Lorry for a chat. A 5-0 victory against Archie Self, wasn't it? And I had time to basically get a moment of fresh air and about turn and rejoin you.
Well, the two players averaging over 90 for these series of matches.
137.
Mitchell Lorry, 90.93, and Archie Self, 90.82.
And when you think about it as well, it has looked rather sort of
140.
as if they could do that for 24/7. There's certainly plenty more left in the tank.
They'd have the energy to, that's for sure.
100.
12-year-old. The Bandit has got a bright future ahead of him.
Remarkable. At 12 years of
86.
age.
Owen
As has the laser.
130.
Who's doing rather well as he progresses through the development tour. Quarter-final, was it last week?
65. Lewis Uniquare 95.
And this would be a great response, wouldn't it?
Would. Ooh,
63.
very nearly a
Owen
15
Uniquare,
dart reply.
65.
Might have had to have gone because that's a 25 found. Double 10. Backs
Game
up the
shot
12
and the second leg. Owen
with a 15.
Bryceland.
27
Third leg
darts
is
to complete
Owen to
2
go
legs.
first.
And Lewis could be ruining that opportunity
Game on.
to level things up. Not so much because I think Turgle had 3 darts at it against, you know, when we said the writing was on the wall when he missed it against Wee Sox
Yep.
the other week. Lewis, you feel that it could be a lot closer this one, don't you?
yeah, I mean, it's crumbs, isn't it? It's not.
60.
They're not like plain chances where you're having 2 and 3 darts or getting another go. He's not been given
41.
that privilege because this has been outstanding from Owen. He's just got to stick in and wait for Owen, who may not come off the top,
100.
but he does. You've got to be there to pounce.
In 65, he was right on the premises, wasn't he? Especially when that 25 landed.
Yeah, he didn't sort of feel like he was going to miss.
140.
And Owen Bryceland seems to have his timing absolutely bob on tonight, doesn't he?
Yeah, I've been impressed with him.
140.
Obviously, when I knew he was in it, and then sort of looking back at all the various tours he's played on.
81.
Yeah, he's been super impressive, and he seems to be growing every time we get to see him in this
83.
JDC JPL. It just looks like he's improving every time.
Yeah, and I think as well when you look at sort of Turgle coming over
139.
from Mongolia,
Lewis
it's a big
Uniquare,
step
118.
for any young child, isn't it, or any young adult.
Yeah, any grown up.
But I think the fact that you've got the
82.
competition now on his
Owen Uniquare,
on his doorstep,
40.
and to have Owen in Jamie Ward's stable with,
Game shot and the third leg. Owen
academy.
Bryceland.
and I think
Fourth
Owen
leg is Lewis
and
to Pro first. Game
Mitchell
on.
are really helping each other along in terms of pushing each other.
Yeah, and we've seen that from when Simon Whitlock moved
140.
over, and with Dimitri when he moved over and linking up with Damon Hetzer. Good response. Well, he has got no more room to manoeuvre, really.
It was Damon Hetter, wasn't it? Dimitri Vandenberg
Yeah.
and Jose de Souza in the same.
In the same house, yes, that's right.
Wouldn't it be the next door neighbour if it was a
123.
semi-detached?
No, if the board was on the wall, no, that'd have been a bit of a mare. But welcome along to everybody in
171.
on YouTube.
Good evening, everybody.
Another 171. Wow.
90. Lewis
This is-
Uniquare 94.
Of the highest quality. Doesn't need to do anything too dramatic there, and I think that's the
54.
safer play. He did
Owen
have the option of the
Uniquare,
double-double, but
108.
108's a big ask. Not now. Double 16.
Game
Oh,
shot
wow.
on the fourth
Incredible.
leg. Owen Bryceland.
Second 12 dart
Second
of the
12
match.
dart.
Fifth leg
he's
is
gone
Owen to Pro first.
12,
Game
15,
on.
17 and 12. He's averaging 107.36.
Just when you think Lewis Cook's playing a bit of ball management, when he steps to the treble 19.
Yeah, he's averaging just shy of a ton himself.
We'll look at the fixtures as well there, Chris, and we look at the chemistry that both
140.
players, and they both feed off each other in terms of pace. And
Yeah, suits each other. And this is the result.
81.
But you often get asked that question, does it really matter? Yeah, because you get a rhythm. It's like you're practicing on your own, which is what
125.
predominantly you do. by the time he's sort of walking back round like he would possibly at home or wherever he
60.
practices, he's ready to go again.
Up in Derbyshire, do you get many of the local leagues there? Do you get many of the players slowly taking the darts out of the border? Is that kind of era that's gone nowadays?
Yeah, not really. It's actually the league we play in on a Tuesday is really friendly.
60.
Yeah.
Nice group of people. They're not friendly on presentation night when we win everything, but there you go.
140.
And again, down to a finish, but this time he knows he's going to get a go.
100. Lewis, you require 55.
This has been outstanding.
Game shot and the fifth leg. Lewis Cook.
14 darter.
Second leg is Lewis to throw first.
Lewis.
Game on.
Did have a max in the leg.
When we talk about Lewis's
140.
timing, shall we say, in times in the turn of the year, he's double defending his European title coming up in July.
180.
He had a good result last week, but again, like you say, in interview, he needs to back that up to get a bit of breathing space, but it's going to be a difficult task from here to get a point, isn't it? And he's done very little wrong.
97.
He's played lovely. Just Bryceland's been absolutely brilliant. But Lewis hasn't been far off the pace, if at all.
140.
Certainly, if I was allowed to bring me darts on the plane coming down from Newcastle, I would chuck me darts in the Lakeside Lake if I thought that I had the competition like this coming up.
Yes, I wouldn't want to be playing them for me dinner. My beans on toast for a week.
40. 80. Lewis,
Just
you
applying
require
the pressure.
155.
At least a treble a visit. Owen still averaging over a ton.
65. Owen, you require 103.
It certainly is in the wheelhouse to wrap things up in style. 43. Will he go the 11 route? Commentator's curse, Carl comes early.
87. Lewis, you require 90.
Well, he's tied it up. A lot of pressure on this for Lewis. Bullseye. Well, the weight dart's lovely.
Owen, you
Lost the
require
line.
16.
Well, to finish off, a beauty.
No score. Lewis, you require 44.
So this offers a slender opportunity because if he breaks, he has the darts in the last leg, but he's still got to take out the double here. Looks awkward. Creates an angle. It's very
12.
unlucky, Lewis.
Owen, you require 16.
An opportunity that Owen at Bryson wasn't expecting.
Well, it's a shame because the averages are tumbling. But it
No
doesn't
score.
take away of
Lewis,
the
you
quality
require
of this game.
32. Game shot
He
and the
gets
sixth
it.
leg. Lewis Cook.
So,
Seven
back-to-back
leg is
legs
Owen
for
to go
Lewis.
first.
And again, we talk about how Owen Bryceland's has improved so much in his
140.
temperament over the last 12 months.
Well, I think his throw's adapting to his height because, of course, that throw would have, when we're at the
100.
academy, the smaller kids have to launch them, but he's not as aggressive. He's starting to realise actually I don't need to get the shoulder in, and his throw is evolving beautifully.
You can see that develop week on week, can't you?
48.
Yeah, as they adjust to getting taller, they don't have to throw them with that much aggression.
99.
Yeah, they're certainly feeding them well north of the border for 12-year-old and Mitchell 15, isn't it? Brilliant darts from Lewis.
140. Owen, you require 128.
For another 12. Bull. Oh, he's gone for it.
103.
That'd have been a third 12 darter for him in this match. That's unlucky.
70.
Talk
Owen,
about
you
focus
require
and resilience,
25.
and Lewis has just gone about his own work, hasn't he? So it's been great to see
Game
that.
shot.
But Owen
and the
Bryceland,
match. Owen
5-0 win over Archie
Bryceland.
Self last week, has backed that up with a 5-2 win over Lewis Cook. Mightily impressive from the Bandit. He goes top of the table on 8 points. Next up, after this interview, we have Lex Passhauser, our former JDC World Champion, who takes on JDC World Number 1 from 2025, which is Tegel Kularelku. Join us.
Owen, a great win there tonight. How are you feeling after that one?
Good. That was a good performance for after having illness.
Well, I was going to mention this. You're literally getting over chicken pox at the moment. How are you actually feeling? You all right?
Yeah, I feel a bit better than the past few weeks.
Fantastic. Well, you recently won your first advanced tour title. You've just qualified to once again represent Scotland in the JDC World Cup in Gibraltar in November. You're in a good place darts-wise at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, very.
So most of that game you were a three-figure average. That win now puts you to the top of the JPL for the time being. We've got a few games to come yet this evening. Can you win this thing?
Hopefully, yeah.
Confident?
Yeah. After that one, yeah.
Absolutely. Owen, well done, and we'll see you at the next one.
Two shoes, same throw, completely different results. Why darts with everyday shoes? When there are special shoes for your sport, with the wrong shoe, you fight against your own stance. The everyday shoe gives way. The triple 20 remains stable. No tipping, no readjustment. Full focus. With triple 20, there is no need for your head to compensate for your stance. You stand securely and can concentrate fully on your throw. Your stance becomes routine, and your throw becomes consistent. The triple 20 darts shoe is the first shoe developed for precision when standing. Flat sole, no tipping, full control, no matter how you stand when throwing the dart. The specially developed leading edges allow you to align every single throw with millimeter precision. More consistency, more control, more triple 20. Discover now, triple 20, your foundation for precision.
Don't really know what to say. Chris, summarise that, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm this side of the hockey, to be honest. Yeah, it was outstanding from both. First thing you said to me, well, you know, there was a part in that match, it was 107, 102, and listen, Lewis had the odd dart here and there, but Owen was absolutely brilliant. And, you know, the end averages of 95 and change don't do it justice, because there was that one leg, and he missed the ball for a 12. And then he went 9 wire double 8, wire double 8, another 3 down double 8, yeah. and eventually that pushed that down to 95 because it was way over a ton at that point.
You said in comms, I was listening to you and Carl, and you talk about, and this is a message for all of you out there actually, if you're young and playing as well, how when you're going to grow, you're going to build muscle, you're going to get. Owen has just changed in his appearance. Obviously, he's growing up, and we see that in the academy system a lot. But he's got to a point where it's effortless.
Yeah, well, what creeps in when they're small is they're having to really launch the dart, almost javelin style, to get the power and the elevation to reach the board. But as you grow, of course, you can soften that up because you're up higher, so you don't have to throw them as hard. And if you think where his throw was on week 1, there was a lot of that. Where you look at the difference in 3-4 months, how his throw's evolving and he's changing and he's understanding it. That's what they listen, and there's the evidence.
And there's a message to everybody: keep going, keep going. Should we keep going? Yes. Right. And what we got now? Cool, blimey. Now then.
Yes, this is
both of these really need a game like that, but one of them's got to get some points here. So Lex has got to get off the mark, and Turgle's got to show some form. Yeah,
these are two guys that were sort of dominating darts at this level only a couple of years ago, and again we had that conversation: is it they dipped or has people moved on? And for me, I think it's a combination of both. I think a lot of the players have got better that's in and around them, and they're just playing catch up. But that's form. You can't read too much into it. You're not going to play brilliant every time you play. Nobody does. You know, the amount of darts they have these days. No, exactly that. Listen, you look at even Littler as an example. He doesn't average 105, 110 every time, and that's his baseline, where your baseline at home maybe, 50, 60, and you've just got to work off that and work around it. And these two have, it's a must-win both. Yeah. And don't be fooled, former world number 1 and a world champion. So, right. Right, should we get on then? I think our MC's waiting. Over to Phil.
And the action continues now in the boys' JPL. It's the best of 8 legs. It's time now to welcome the players. We begin with the former JDC world champion, Lex Payshauser, and the current world number 1, Turgle.
Welcome back to the action, folks. Our second match of 8, second boys match, and Chris Mason's joined us back in the commentary box and in Mongolian. San Beno, Chris, how are you?
Look at you go. Buenas noches. That's about, and I know that's not Mongolian, but there you go. That's about all I know.
I'm working on my Belgian.
Good evening.
I'm working on my Belgian, but I think I might just wing it with a bit of French. Bonjour. So here we are, second match. Rodders.
Yeah, we're just about getting our breath after that. Fabulous performance from both young men in that last one. Owen Bryson now finds himself top for how long? We don't know. But yeah, Lewis will be feeling a bit sorry for himself, but he's just got to be inspired by that performance and take the positives, because there was spells in that one where Owen was just unplayable, and he was there or thereabouts with him, but it was only that one leg where they both fluffed their lines on their doubles. Apart from that, it was pretty immaculate. And
a remarkable achievement as well when you consider that he's not just had chicken pox over the last few weeks, but it's took him a while to recover from it. It's took it out of him, hasn't it? It's sapped his energy, and to come back on the stage, yes, he's going to be looking forward to it, but you've still got to perform, haven't you, after being poorly and probably not throw many darts.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at their running numbers for this season's JPL. Owen's averaging 80.34. Well, he's put 12.5 points on that, in that, above where his sort of mean game is. And Lewis, again, he raised his game. He's averaging 82.4 for this season's JPL. He averaged 92.12 in a fairly comprehensive thumping.
Yeah,
the scoreline was flattering, but there you go.
There was a bit of timing, wasn't there? That was the difference, I thought, with the 65, but there's very little to separate them after 16 rounds of fixtures on the advance tour. 5th and 6th as well they were, so very little to separate them, and what a match it was.
Yeah, that's certainly a rivalry for the future. 39. And what's your idea? Because a couple of years ago, when I first started getting involved in this, these two were, pulling up trees, weren't they? And 140. Are you as shocked as I am to see them where they are in the table, 8th and 10th?
I'm shocked, absolutely. I think you're waiting for a dip of form to happen, because not that you're wanting a dip of form to happen, but it's inevitable, isn't it? It's just how long that happens for. And as I've said with Jack Nankovic and with Lex Passhauser, I feel like they were a match away from really making a big push, and Jack's done that by reaching the final and doing very well on certain tours. And I'm waiting for the turnaround for Lex. I do think it will happen.
Yeah, because the technical sides of their action doesn't look to have changed a lot to me. He has a lovely throw, Lex. Nice and direct, nice and fluid. One motion from getting the elbow in position to the drawback to the release. Very similar. There's a slight pause with Turgle's action, but nothing wrong with it. And what they will find, these young players, is when they go into a little bit of a dip in form and a little bit of a slump, it's how quick you can play yourself out of it, and that more often than not is the only solution, is just playing through it, shaking it off. And as a young player, I'd go through spells where I was down in the dumps and didn't think I'd be able to play as well as I did 3 months before it. But as you mature, you realise it's literally just a dip.
I think I was watching a Rafael Nadal documentary, and it was Uncle Tony, who was a bit of a disciplinarian. And when Rafa was saying he wanted a break, he says no one gets better from having breaks. So play through it is the answer, isn't it? I think.
Absolutely. Listen, he was somewhat of a guru, Uncle Tony, and he understood the psychological battles that he was going through. And the thing is, if you're away from it, you're thinking about it anyway, and then you start to dwell and overcomplicate. Just play on.
Well, Lex being an ex-world champion, winning 4 tours last year, and Turgle with a late spurt to nick it off Ryan Branley to be the number 1. So form is temporary and class is permanent.
Correct.
And like I say, Turgle with his moving over to England, it's a big step for the start of the year, but now we're talking 6 months down the line, so it's time to perform for Turgle, isn't it?
Yeah, and how good was it as well to see him in this year's PDC World Cup over in Frankfurt, which he takes out the finishing here has been okay. The average is it'd be pleasing for him. He has won. Oh no, he's not won a game, has he? Lex so far, the only player without a win.
Yeah, he's had a few 5-3s, hasn't he, and a few close ones, but he's just came out on the wrong side of things, and I think that's what happens when you're kind of struggling a little bit, isn't it? But
yeah, 5-2, 5-3, 5-3. Walked into a very good Lewis Cook, who we've just seen in that first game, in the last of our JDC JPL just a few weeks ago.
100.
Turgle last time out walked into Mitchell Orry, who averaged 101, and there ain't much you can do about that, I'm afraid.
100.
I think the look in his eyes after missing 3 darts, I think it was to go 1-all. He kind of thought, I know what's coming here.
Yeah.
60.
But again, Turgle's actions changed, hasn't it? He's changed his setup with his darts a little bit. So
I don't think the throws changed massively. It's a little bit softer, and rightly so. He's a very big young man.
I think a lot of people are pleased to see him throw a little bit quicker, as in not so much from an entertainment point of view, but a lot of people felt that he needed to quicken things up a little bit. He was overthinking things maybe a little bit, but
yeah, well, you lose the fluidity of your action. Bullseye, what a recovery dart.
55.
Line okay.
Lex Uruguay 106.
This is the kind of performance you think Lex would need just to start rebuilding, and that is so unlucky. Right on the wire, a double 16 for 3-0.
yeah, just like the treble 17 in the previous visit, that
Game shot and the first
treble
leg
18 was good, wasn't it? But Turgle gets one back, and we've got a game in our hands here.
Yeah, not too much damage done for Lex. He's got that early break, which he needed, of course, to win this match.
And Lex has put himself in a couple of positions like this throughout the JPL, and then he's kind of not being able to kick on, so it'll be interesting to see if he can be a good front runner this time. Both players, of course, scrapping for points. Turgle in one place above the drop zone. And it's going to be a fascinating Saturday, isn't it? We've got 4 rounds of fixtures for each player, so we're going to have a busy one, aren't we, Chris?
Yeah, and we only lose 2 players from the 10 in the league. So still a lot of darts for these guys to play. Anything could happen. Not quite so sure the girls is as wide open as the boys in terms of qualification. Because even if Yaz goes out and does her a bit, and Kirsten goes out and does her a bit, they got to rely on everything else around them. It's 4 from 6 go through in the girls, and 8 from 10 in the boys.
I noticed Lewis Cook was mentioning the bright lights of Hangar 61. I wonder if he could have borrowed Edgar David style Yasmin Rukhava.
Yes, could have done with them.
I don't think he'd have pulled them off as well as Yaz, surely. Both very cool customers.
I tell you who else is coming on as well. Our referee, he is getting better and better every time I see him or hear him.
Absolutely. I watched a bit of it back last week, and when we were talking, coming back from the airport, I was saying how well he performed introducing the players,
yes.
And it's great to see, isn't it? How
It's not easy. Not easy. Tops for a level game.
36.
Just as it is for our players, it's in different areas and different fields. It's all about development and all about getting the opportunity to do it. And these youngsters are doing a fantastic job, aren't they?
Yeah, so are the people who tirelessly put in their spare time to give them this platform.
5th leg is Turgle through first. Game on.
We've got wee Woody as well.
Yeah. He don't miss a trick.
30.
Here's a chance then for Lex.
Yeah,
Poor start to the leg.
Yeah, Woody's
60.
evening will have started this afternoon when he'll got his dad to fire off you with checkouts, a few scores at him to see how quickly he can rack them up.
It's good.
43.
Brilliant first dart.
Inviting, wasn't it?
It was.
140.
Great recovery though. He'll be happy enough with that.
And it's one of them, isn't it, where you're getting to the stage now where both players early doors would have probably been happy for a point, but you need to get the wins now, don't you?
Yeah. 1 point's not enough for either of them. Doesn't do either of them any good.
Yeah, when you look at Lewis is going to have that run on a Saturday, I can imagine him winning a few matches the form he's in.
Yeah, and I mean it's lovely when you get multiple games because you just feel like you can manoeuvre yourself into it a little bit better.
And of course, he's in August, our back-to-back European champion. We'll be looking to defend it, double defend it. And then, of course, we've got that Saturday, 23rd of August, I believe it is, Chris, on a Saturday, and then the finals on a Sunday.
Yes, 22nd, 23rd of August. I do believe people are more than welcome to arrive. I'm not sure if they're doing it via ticket, but I think it's pretty much first come, first serve. Yeah, very, very enjoyable day of darts. Well, 2 days of darts.
It was amazing in Coventry last year, both days. So imagine here at Hangar 61, a full weekend. It's going to be special.
Game shot at the fifth leg, Lex Pizzauza.
That will do. 418s, double seven.
Sixth leg is Lex to throw first. Game
Gets
on.
that all-important break.
We talked early on in the campaign about Lex maybe just being a bit
59.
not with his foot fully to the pedal, but he seems to have gone away over the last few weeks, and it's noticeable, like I say, when he's adjusted on his doubles, and you say that only comes with hours and hours of practice, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can always see the ones that have been putting in the hours at this level and at the elite level. It's those small adjustments that you sort of work on in practice and ultimately get that feel for it.
Talk about practice and repetitions there.
60.
You see, you were a fan of the 1-2-1s are obviously a popular one for people, but the two-figure combinations, like the 41 up to
41 to 81. That's where you win and lose matches. The big finishes tend to take care of themselves, and they just sort of happen.
Well, I took your advice on that, and I nearly made a semi-final of a vault. So
There
to
you
get
go.
out of my group, I was it's certainly helping us in the
Did you
early
finish
stages.
well?
Apart from the quarter-final.
Yeah.
But yeah, it certainly helped out.
You might have over-practiced.
140.
Yeah, a bit of over-repetition.
100.
Tidy ton keeps him interested in the leg.
But with that treble and that treble as well, it's going to be one-way traffic now for 4-2 and to secure the point, you would imagine.
Well, it can either make you a little bit lax and not stay switched on because you think, oh, well, I've got the point.
66.
I want to see him come out. If he does convert this 48 into a 4-2 lead, I want to see him come out aggressive on the Turgle throw and secure the points.
Second leg is Turgle to throw first.
And we'll talk about Owen Bryson's temperament, how much it's improved over the last 12 months. When you've missed them darts at double 16 to wrap things up 5-1,
40.
he produced a beauty, didn't he, to win
Yeah.
5-2, and that just again emphasises how well he's came on.
Yeah, exactly. There's no luggage stored. It's in the bin, and he just gets back on the horse and gets on with it. Nice start.
100.
Smothered with calamine lotion or whatever you call it.
This is good.
140.
Yeah, playing with some confidence here.
Yeah, his pace has been spot on. He hasn't been spraying them like he has done in the past few months.
96.
It's felt very measured, hasn't it? Yeah, look at this. Can't believe he's not here, Max.
121.
Looks so comfortable on darts 1 and 2.
Of course, a different environment completely from when we remember Michael van Gerwen coming across and the pressure that the senior players, shall we say, put on him on the floor tournaments. But have we walked on a monster in terms of Lex Passauer? He's had that bit of time from winning the World Championship.
Yeah, and listen, young players evolve and develop at different stages. There's no one size fits all. He's just got to keep doing what he's keeping doing.
No score.
What a chance this is for Turgot.
20.
Tops and tens, he's normally his go-to doubles. He's getting closer.
Well, Lex will breathe a sigh of relief. He can now get this done and dusted here. Double 16.
When you're bottom of the league and you're needing a point to come back for 5-2.
Game shot.
Lofts it over the top.
Lex Passauer.
Calmness personified for Passauer. A 5-2 victory. He's off the mark on the table of the Junior Power League. Turgle will be back for certain, but it's Passauer who wins 5-2. Stay with us, folks. We've got an interview with Lex, followed by our first girls match. It's Lola Wheeler against Lucy Shepard. Stay with us.
Okay, here on the stage is Lex Passauer. Lex, first win in this year's JPL. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, definitely. I can tell the hard work is paying off. I've been practicing a bit more at home, and you know, if it results in a win here, then I mean, the only thing you can feel is happy. So yeah, I'm over the moon with this win, and I'll try to just get this straight line of my level and trying to keep it up, trying to, you know, keep improving my game, and then we'll see what happens. But I'm just happy with this win now.
World champion 2 years ago, so clearly the quality is there, but you know, form does take time. Can you look maybe at this result as something that you can now build upon?
Yeah, of course. This win just gives me confidence for the weekend, and obviously I'm going to have a good weekend, because otherwise I might not be in the advance for next year. So, but yeah, I'm not really thinking about that. Just, you know, play like I can, just like now, and then we'll see what happens. Again, I'm not really thinking about a lot. Just play darts.
There's 4 rounds of the JPL, the boys' JPL, left to play before finals day. That is your first win, but with 4 rounds left to play, you can still go a very long way. You've just beaten the current world number 1. Are you thinking of finals day yet?
Thinking about it? No, not really. I'm just, every time I come up here now, obviously we've got the next weekend in August, but I won't be really in my head with that. I'll just come here to play and to show my game, but I'm not really thinking about the finals day. I'll just play darts, and that's how I get the level I play, you know, and that's what happened now. So maybe if it does happen the next weekend, then who knows?
Fantastic. Well done on the win. The action will continue right after a very short break when we have our first JPL Girls fixture of the evening.
Right, there you go then. So, told you, world champion, you should never count him out. Right, Lex, he's got to win, okay? Not a great night for Turgle, of course, but he's off and running is old Lex. Now, we said before, he's just got to get a win, and as Phil has just said, there is 4 more rounds. Now, that's on the Saturday before the Sunday's final day. So if he takes a bit of form into that, 5 wins, it's 10 points, you never know.
Yeah, and currently top of the table is on 8 points, so it shows you how quickly the gap can be closed. Yeah, on the 22nd of August, we're back here. I think it starts at 11 or 12 o'clock. All the matches streamed. All the boys will play 4 more games each, and then we'll have our finals. And, well, we'll know our final 8 on the next day. So there's still plenty to play for, even for Turgle at this stage. It's 8 from 10 that qualify out of the boys, but I was impressed with Lex there. All right, what wasn't impressive in terms of level of performance, but it was controlled, didn't flap, looked comfortable throughout, no reaction to dropping a leg that he wouldn't have wanted to have dropped.
You must have had times where you're just desperate for a win because you haven't won anything for a while. Surely that happens.
Yeah, listen.
And what's going through his head when he's trying to hit that 8-8 or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I was the worst in the world for it, which is why now I sort of reflect on it, and as you mature and you grow older and you learn more, you've literally just got to, you know, take it out of your brain and screw it up and put it in the bin and forget about it, because you can't change what's happened.
No,
it's done and dusted, and that's what Turgle's got to take from that now, is just right. It's just another one of those nights. And listen, everybody has dips in form. He's just got to go again, get back on the horse or on the bike or on the board. Whichever you want.
A lot of mental stuff in this game, guys, I tell you. Right, you're on your own as well. Right, should we talk about the girls? Okay,
Yes.
Coming up next then, we've got Lola and Lucy, and Lola really needs to win this well.
Well, Lola's gone about her business quite quietly. She's gone under the radar, but she's unbeaten. A draw and 2 wins. You know, and in this company, that's very impressive. But if any of them needs a win, it's Lucy. She's currently occupying the final qualifying space for finals day on the Sunday, where the
See who does their homework, can't you?
where the boys and the girls play off on the Sunday. That's finals day. We'll have our 2 champions. Yeah, for me, Lola could probably take a draw here. Lucy needs the win.
All right. Right then, should we get cracking then, Lucy? She needs a win. Over to Phil.
Thanks, Darren. We come now to our first JPL girls match of the evening. It's the best of 6 legs. It's time now to welcome the players. We begin with the winner of the Winmore Unsigned event, Lola Jibber Jabber Wheeler, and a winner in the Nations Cup doubles and team event, Lucy Shepherd. Cheers, mate.
So our first girls match, everybody. 3rd match of the night, and very little to separate them in terms of league positions on the girls' tour, and in the table 3rd and 4th on the girls' tour, and as we say, occupying the final 2 spaces of the 4 from 6.
Yeah, there's only about a point to separate them in terms of the tournament averages as well. There is very little statistically to separate them.
First, game on.
It'll be a fascinating match, this one. I say Lola's, she's gone about it really quietly. She's sort of gone under the radar almost.
Yeah, she absolutely snuck up on the blind side in week 1, and that was from 3-0 down. And like I say, there was a few opportunities in that match which she really sort of grasped. The 180, the big checkout, double 10. They stick in my memory because they were brilliantly timed, but they were brilliantly executed as well.
Yeah, and I think she took a lot of confidence from that. That was against Jasmine, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
And then on the back of that, she beat Rebecca Allen 4-1, and then the last time we were on air, she beat Kirsten Casely 4-1 as well. So, yeah, she's sort of gone under the radar. I think because there's been so much attention to Macy Gibbons and former champion Rebecca Allen.
Yeah, hi to Becca and also Evelyn, who's over in Ireland.
86.
Hope your exam went well, and we'll see you tomorrow for the girls' tour. Late finish in the classroom
61.
has meant that she fulfilled her fixtures last month, and it was Lola that sort of rested up, and she's coming back fresh. And this, like I say, is to remain unbeaten. 2 matches tonight.
And there's a fair bit of age difference between the two.
39.
Lola's 17, isn't she? Lucy's 14.
Yeah, and a bit like sort of when you look at Macy Gibbons' raw talent, and you think Lucy, 14-year-old, probably not been playing the game as long, but her development is fairly rapid, isn't it? She's got plenty of scope.
Yeah, plenty of natural talent as well. And
I love her focus.
yeah, hand-eye to coordination's good. Counting's good.
There was one thing we discussed, I think it was last month on the previous round of fixtures, and it was maybe a little bit of tweak with our technical setup, because the way our darts were going in and blocking, maybe on, say, the double 10s.
Yeah.
But again, that's something that you can practice, and
It's all an evolution, isn't it?
Just an observation, not a criticism, I think it was.
Absolutely, yeah. Listen, we're here to help the kids and try and point them somewhere near the right direction. Tops. Ooh,
48.
very close.
Lola Uruguay, 57.
Lovely guide.
Yeah,
Game
beautiful
shot
dart.
on the first leg, Lola Wheeler. Second leg is Lola to throw first.
Despite
Game
having a
on.
round of fixtures off, she's picked up where she left off. Jibber jabber.
Yeah, both averaging in and around
100.
60 for the season so far here on the JPL.
Also,
60.
congratulations to Lola, who was down in Chelsea, was it, for the England Open, and the ladies' pairs reaching the semi-finals with Macy
45.
Gibbons, losing out to Rhiannon O'Sullivan and Leanne Topper.
Yeah, no shame there.
100.
Two fabulous lady players.
Yeah, internationals at top level, isn't it? And
Not enough.
quarter-final beat world champion Dina Hedman
28.
and Anka
Siltzer.
Silse. Yeah, thank you, Chris.
78.
And round of 16, it was Paige Paulin and Ruby Gray, two former JPL girls stars.
Yeah, Paige Pauling's coming along very, very nicely.
Yeah, hi to Paige if you're watching. And, we miss you.
Oh, trying to keep up with the World Cup. I can tell you, the Czechia has beaten Denmark 4-1. Spain, after being 1-0 down to Japan, come back and won 4-1.
171.
Super darts from Lola. Yeah, Norway beat Hungary 4-3. Gibraltar 1-0 up on Ireland. Not for much longer. Ooh, shot still on. Yeah, she can count very quick.
42.
And that's so important because there's no hesitation, there's no stutter.
Fluency.
Yep, you keep that fluency. And both have got
137.
very fluid actions.
Lola
And,
Uruguay, 60.
well, that adds a bit of pressure to this 60.
It was a similar guide, wasn't it, to the last
Yeah.
one?
20.
Although she couldn't
Lucy
play
Uruguay,
across because of that.
60.
First start, yeah.
Yeah. How awkward's that for her? Well,
Game shot at
Not
the
at
second
all.
leg, Lucy Shepherd. Third leg is Lucy to throw first.
yeah, both playing to
Game
type
on.
at the moment when you look at their current averages. Sort of in and around where they are over the course of all the matches combined played.
Yeah, back-to-back breaks.
And if you don't play or you're just a fan and don't think that's very good, try and average 60 and come back to me and tell me how hard it was.
All right, Chris, I'm trying.
82.
I played my final Super League game the other Sunday and had a 90 odd.
Oh, well done, you still got
I
it.
know. Man of the match.
Have you got much of a break till August, is it? It's a bit like the football season, isn't it, the Super League? Yeah, it is about a way.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, I think we go back in August. I think they have the Champions of Champions thing that still goes. There's something going on in Bolton. I think it is the Gold Cup or the equivalent.
Yeah. Because the Champions, did it used to be at Rotherham?
Yes, I think it did. Yeah,
And Bolton's been a few. That's for the.
it's actually played where we used to play the UK Open.
Yeah, I love that. Great memories.
Hot.
43.
Yeah, I mean, Minehead's fantastic for the package weekend, isn't it? But Bolton was special.
100.
Yeah, if you didn't like to be able to move and not see anything. It's funny how people look at the. I remember at the time, oh, it's too hot, it's too small. As soon as it's moved, oh, Bolton's great. It's like
Yeah.
typical British response. I'm
I love
afraid.
the fact it was all in the same
Yeah.
same room. I know, like I
Well,
said,
they have a room at mine where I suggested where they could do that, but so the main stage would still be where the main stage is now.
45.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's just a brand new room, and you basically could have designed it where it was almost in a horseshoe shape. You could have had what would have been stage 2, and then
81.
the boards either side of it, the 3 boards either side, and I think it would have worked brilliantly, but who knows in the future.
95.
Because that where they currently have it, I think it's Reds where they currently have the multi-board room. It's too small. It's 5,000 people there. Probably holds
92.
a couple of thousand at a
Lucy
push.
Uruguay,
Ah, push.
20.
when you talk about 7 boards on there and a lot of fans coming down to watch their players. And
Yeah, they're local players who've come through the qualifiers.
No score.
the Dev Tour players and the Challenge Tour players. It is a fabulous tournament. All right, single 16 for double. Nails it. Finishing's been good, hasn't it?
Yeah, just to the double 16, but equally as effective.
Game on.
Well, they're maintaining these averages just over 60. And currently the
42.
the best of the girls in terms of the metrics. This is brilliant, by the way, for the amount of matches she's played.
55.
Macy Gibbons is averaging just shy of 70. She's above Jack Nankervis.
Yeah.
Rebecca Allen, 61. Lola, 60.54. Yasmin, 60.01. And she's currently bottom. Lucy, 59.14. Kirsten, 56.88. That's for their Junior Premier League campaign. Power League campaign, Premier League. Well, it is. It's the Premier League for the kids, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, and it's what we look forward to a Friday night ahead of the weekend's Advanced Tour and Girls Series. But this is certainly the premier event, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
We
If you speak to any of the kids, this is, you know, apart from the obvious ones of playing in, the one big tournament that's got this amount of matches in is the JPL, and they all want to be part of it.
Look no further than Lola, because last year Lily qualified his sister,
Yep.
and then all of a sudden, halfway through the tour last year, Lola had a look at things and probably thought, I can do this. And you could see her confidence grow and develop.
Well, they probably practiced together, and she probably was getting the better of her sister and thought, hang on a minute.
100.
It's a great final dart from Lucy. Takes hits a ton to leave a ton, halves her score. Does have the superior average to Lola at the moment. Oh, what a first dart.
Yeah, there's not just one ace in Coventry. Certainly Lucy Shepherd is hot on her heels in terms
Lola
of
Uruguay 148.
outstanding ability.
100. Lucy Uruguay 20. Game shot and the fourth leg.
Finishing.
Lucy Shepherd.
Finishing has been outstanding.
Fifth leg is Lucy Brooks. Game
Back on throw.
And again, she knows what she's going for from 10s to 5s, but it was just the fluency, wasn't it?
125.
Very nearly a max. We've had a 171 from Lola, haven't we?
It was equally well called out, wasn't it, by our referee? We love a 171 or a 177.
Yeah, he gave it the full beans, didn't he? Could have heard that in Filton.
41.
Locked horns, a 2-all, remember. First to 4. 2 legs more remaining. A 3-all is possible.
60.
And looking at the table in terms of a point no good for our last players in terms of Turgle and it was Turgle and Lex.
29.
Lex getting the win, but for these two, I think they'll both be happy with a point.
Yeah, I think that pretty much
49.
puts them safe, all barring some chaotic maths.
Of course, we've got a football World Cup, and I don't think this draw will work out as the tippy-tappy that was in Austria played that time.
43.
Yeah, slightly more fluent from both players. We've got a real battle on our hands.
Yeah, I think the tempo suits both young ladies.
And as well, we've got a gap until the final, so it's a little bit of mind games if you were to get the victory, even if it's a narrow victory, just to say if you were to meet in a final or a semi-final that...
Yeah, so it is a long gap, isn't it?
You've got the most recent head-to-head victory.
45.
I think they'll no doubtly play each other a few times before that. It's about 8 weeks away, isn't it, the finals?
There's be a few tournaments between.
Probably this weekend.
Lucy Uruguay 118.
And Lucy's currently 3rd on the order of merit at the girls' table, and Lola's 5th.
58.
Yeah, so they're both backing that up with their performances here, aren't they?
Yeah, very little to separate them. Of course, like Wee Sox in the boys,
Lucy
we've
Uruguay
got
60.
Macy that's running away with things at the top, and Becca, after missing the first weekends, playing catch-up. Of course, Becca being out
Game
JPL.
shot and the 5th leg. Lucy Shepherd.
Well, you
Final
think
leg,
that
it's Lola to throw
Mitchell
first.
Laurie,
Game on.
is he still the WDF world number 1?
Still is, I believe,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's 2nd in the Junior Power League.
Yeah.
Not sure for how much longer, mind, because he's coming up in...
65.
Is he on? penultimate match of the night. He will be taking on Jack Nankervis.
Yeah, first on he wasn't he, against Turgle last time, and he really set the standard high, didn't he, the bar high.
Yeah, he played beautifully, didn't he?
It was a breath of fresh air, because I watched it back later on the evening. If you're having a chat with
Mitch, yeah. That was nice. It give the viewers a chance to, get to know him a little bit better and talk about his evolution. Listen, the darts were in vision, so you're not. It's not like you're missing out. But I think those opportunities don't come around very often, where you can sit down with a young player and pick their brains and find out what makes them tick.
Yeah, only joking, of course, because Mitchell's a very witty young man, but
he is.
If anyone didn't understand him, we'll get Jamie Harvey in to translate.
70.
Yeah, when you watch him at the Worlds down at the Lakeside and that, he was getting interviewed regular post-match and pre-match. And he was just so relaxed and comfortable and just took everything in his stride. It was great to watch.
Yeah, he matured a lot.
83. Lola, you require 98.
Yeah, Lola, who of course beat our sister in the quarterfinals of the girls en route to the semi-finals of the girls' youth.
Double 12 to wrap it up.
54. Lola, you require 74.
For the point.
It's going to have to be 13 ball. Well, she chased the treble and paid the price.
It was online, but just ran out of legs, didn't it?
42. Lucy, you require 24.
She had a good range finder on the last visit. 2 6s. A handy switch, perhaps.
12.
10s to 5 works, but 12 to 6 is never.
32.
Yeah, I think she thought dart 2 was in.
I'm walking on it. I do it all the time.
Double 9. And again,
14.
no hesitation.
Lucy, you require 12. Game, shot, and the match, Lucy Shepherd.
Yeah, we had 2s and 4s, Chris, in that one, didn't we? Where there was breaks and throws throughout, but Lucy the most consistent at the end, but Lola had her chances for the point, very little to separate them, and both will feel that they've still got every chance should they get finals night. Next up, after the interview and a word with Chris and Darren, we've got our third boys match, which of course is Archie Self against young Jackie boy Jack Johnson. Stay with us, folks.
Okay, Lucy Shepherd, a great win there. How are you feeling after that one?
I'm feeling very pleased for myself, especially not guaranteed finals now. I mean, I knew that I could do it, but pressure didn't get to me in the end, and my doubles were flying, so.
I was going to mention that. Going in, did you feel pressure going into that? Because you were in that dreaded 4th spot, weren't you, where you were the one that could miss out on finals weekend. A draw or a win against Lola would secure it. You got the win. Did you feel like going into that match?
I felt a lot of pressure into that match, obviously, but now that I've done it, I'm happy with myself and how I played.
And playing like that now at this stage, obviously next up it is finals weekend in August. You're straight into the semi-finals. Do you dare to dream?
I mean, obviously I hope I can go and win it all, but I'm just going to play my best and I know that I can do it, so I'll just see how it happens on the day.
Fantastic. Well done today, Lucy. We'll be back with more JPL boys action after this short break.
There you go then. Great result for Lucy. She's going to finals weekend feeling good about that, I'm sure. Right, well, that does have one negative, that unfortunately 2 are not going.
Yeah. Well, that's the nature of sport, I'm afraid. Someone's got to come first and someone's got to come second, or in this case, 5th and 6th, and it is Kirsten and Yasmin. But again, great experience for them both, and they'll be back again. And
Kirsten's first time?
yeah, and listen, they can both play tonight and sort of, you know, let their hair down and have a free hit of it and just go out and enjoy it and express themselves, and that's all they can do. But it was a good solid finishing performance.
Yeah, Lucius playing well. Look good. Yeah. Right, okay. Now then, boys coming up. So we talked about Jack Johnson, and you did some digging, and his sort of averages have not been the best, but he's in the mix. And this is about Archie pushing on, bragging rights, getting to the top, seedings for the final, and all. There's lots going on.
Yeah, listen, this sounds. I mean, he's averaging mid-80s for the tournament, which is seriously. Listen, that's like County A standard for men. But Archie Self's been super impressive, averaging over 90 for the campaign, alongside Mitchell Lorry, who's the current men's WDF world number one. That just tries to put it into some kind of context for you.
Watching some talent, basically.
Yeah, some serious talent, and Archie's another one. Every time I see him, he just makes me laugh. Well, they both do. They're both lovely.
You're loving it, aren't you?
Yeah, it's great. It's great because, you know, I had the same sort of privilege with a certain Luke Littler, so it's great. You sort of get a bit of a heads up when you tell people about him. They go, "Oh, what, where?" And then they go, "Is that kid you was telling me about?" Yeah, I've done the same with.
You want to get down to Hangar 61 and watch them. Come and watch them. You're more than welcome. Right, come on then. Let's get these boys on, shall we? Phil's waiting. Let's get on with the next one.
Our attention now turns back to the JPL boys event with our next fixture. It's the best of 8 legs. It's time now to welcome the players. We begin with a World Cup winner with Team England, the archer, Archie Self, and the reigning JDC Vaults champion, Jackie Boy Johnson.
Welcome back, folks. Our third boys match, fourth match of the evening, to the finest lefties around, Chris.
Yeah, for sure. And the numbers back that up. 90.82 for this season's campaign in the JPL for Archie Self. Jack Johnson, a rock solid 84.
Yeah, when you put that into perspective, you're talking about men's County A standard, but to do it over that many legs, not just over a best of 7 once.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, exactly. It's not one game, is it? It's multiple matches, and yeah, Archie's another one. He's just coming on leaps and bounds, isn't he? He looks like he's gonna develop into a real top player, and of course Jack's disadvantage. He's still got a fair bit of growing to do.
140!
Listen, the fundamentals are so good that he throws from that far away and from that height, and his throw still looks smooth. Remarkable.
Yeah, his grouping's fantastic.
That's like me and you trying to play on our knees.
Yeah.
And averaging 84 over the course of 4 matches.
As you say, both players as well, dipping the toes in the ADC, senior events with over 300 players, pretty much challenge to a standard, isn't it, really?
Yeah, not far.
The same players that are going to be competing.
Yeah, not far off, that's for sure.
The winning events, they get in the finals, they get to the back end of the events. And
I think that's why I think all players, no matter what level now, whether it be at youth level or senior level or somewhere in between, they're being fast-tracked because there's just so many events. And that's a 13 dart hold of throw.
We talk about growth spurts and that. Owen Bryson he's starting to develop less shoulder and that, and it's been noticeable over the last few rounds of fixtures. But how much has Jackie Johnson grew? He certainly spouted up himself.
Yeah, he certainly has a little bit, but I just think I think he gets it. I think he understands the complexities of the sport and what he has to do and what's right and what's wrong.
Love his routine. He's got it all in his head. He's a very mature young man, isn't he? And one of the things he likes to do pre-tournament, get 2 or 3 hours early, and his routine that he does, he kind of...
He gets it.
He gets it, yeah.
132.
So does Archie. That was beautiful setup play. But you see him on these big modus exhibitions, and he's up there with Gezi and Michael Van Gerwen and Bart, all the biggest names of our sport right now, and he's just sort of, all right, mate, how you getting on? You all right? You know, it's incredible. But that's probably why he is so mature, because he's been brought up in that environment. It's a super response from Archie. It was a 13 darter from Jackie Boy in leg 1. He's left 72 after 12. Another one of those for tops.
52.
He did a bit, didn't he? But when you look at last season's JPL, it was obviously an inaugural year for everybody. But with Jack Johnson, how he's improved from year 1, where he left himself a bit too much to do on the final Saturday. But this time he's sort of put things right slightly, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he had it, even on that final Saturday, he was still giving himself a good go.
I think he might have won the first 2 matches on the Saturday and really give it a go, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he had to be perfect on that final Saturday to qualify for Sunday's finals day. I don't think he missed out by far, if my memory serves me right.
With Archie, as we say, I was discussing how pleased I was with his performance. I was rooting on from down in Pompey, and to win that week and pretty much play Colson darts, was it, for the...
Yeah, so far this season, week 1, he beat Turgle 5-3, then beat Lewis 5-3, who we've already seen tonight play very well. Beat Lex 5-3.
57.
And then he had a bit of a nightmare, didn't he? He got beat 5-0 by Owen Bryceland, which, on reflection, after what we've seen tonight, is no shame. Jack Johnson lost to Christian Ennis, the qualifier, on debut 5-3. Then 4-4 with Mitchell Laurie in a thriller. Then beat Jack Nankovic 5-2. And then a 4-4 with Keo Basel, who, when we see what he's been doing this season, that 4-4 looks even more impressive right now.
Yeah, I'm TikTok counting down to the Kaya's modus debut as well.
Yes.
It's coming up in the beginning of July, so...
Yeah, not long to wait now. He'll love it down there. It's a fabulous experience for the players.
140.
Yeah, we was talking to his dad last round of fixtures and that, and we're saying the setup and how he should enjoy the focus that he gets, because I think he can get distracted a little bit when he's playing in the advanced twos. And there's
a lot going on. You've got your own practice room down there. He'll love it, and he'll be well looked after. Fabulous people down at the Modus Super Series. And not just the players, all the staff.
Archie Uniquare 50.
He will love it. What an opportunity this is that I'm sure he didn't think he'd be getting. 10 for tops. Wow. That's definitely slipped out of his hand.
40.
That probably just was a bit off-putting.
40.
We get a Christmas 2 out the way, and then we'll be starting to consider Jack Johnson for the modus. He's 14-year-old. Be good enough now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd have to be 16.
It'll be 16, yeah, so it's, I think it's going to be back regulations.
Yes.
Archie Self. Fourth
Yes,
leg
it
is
would
Archie from first.
Archie made 3 appearances there, and like you say, the standard that's there, and he's really sort of improved every time he's been to...
Well, he would. He's being surrounded by quality players that he will learn from, and even not necessarily the matches. The whole process of getting ready as we get a max, which pushes his average up to 91.44. This has been decent, hasn't it? It's been so good tonight.
I'd love to see the 180 tally for the JPL, because I think Jack Johnson will be certainly up there in amongst it.
100. 96.
Well, Mitchell Laurie is at 7.
100.
exactly the same as Jack.
Yeah.
And Kea's also hit 7. And so is Christian Ennis. Isn't that strange? 4 of them all on 7.
60. Jack, you require 121. $97.
Great response to
55.
this.
Jack,
The
you
break-back
require
opportunity
24.
for Jack Johnson. Double 12. 15 left. 7 for double 4. Ooh, on the
20.
wire.
Archie, you require 136.
Very well, didn't he, Jack? This will really hurt. This will really hurt. This will twist the knife.
120. Jack, you require 4.
To get off the hook. Lovely marker.
2.
It's right on the wire again.
Archie, you require 16.
If it wasn't for bad luck, he'd be getting none at all here. Young Jack.
No score.
Then again,
Jack, you
on
require
double
2.
1. Nobody wants to be up here.
No score.
So it's an average killer this leg. But
Archie,
again,
you
Yeah,
require
it's
16.
You know, he's up into the well into the 90s prior to this leg. Or even prior to getting down to a double in this leg. How costly will it be?
8.
Both having
Jack, you
a bit of
require
double trouble.
2.
it's an important leg. The context of the match as well,
Yeah.
isn't it? 3-1.
Well, if you win the leg,
Archie, you require 8.
either way you're going to be buzzing. If whoever loses the leg will be
Game
desperately
shot at the
disappointed
fourth leg, Archie
because
Sale. Fifth
Jack
leg is
knows
Jack
he could be
reverse.
well in
Game
this.
on.
The doubles weren't missing by much further, but tidying up the leg was Archie. And he gets
41.
that 2-leg advantage. 2 legs, of course, away first to 4. So he best out of 8, first to 5.
96.
And Archie will look to join Owen Bryceland at the top of the table. Leg difference will be sufficient for Owen Bryceland to remain on the top. But Mr. Consistent has been Archie Self.
46.
Well, I remember on the JPL when it first started and he got interviewed and he says, it'll only be 2 or 3 years before I'm playing on the real Premier League. So we certainly had a confident young man.
Love it.
$134. $100. $55. Jack, you require 160.
Need something like this to happen just to
122.
Just to maybe inspire
Archie,
him.
you require 170.
But he's responded beautifully, hasn't he? There's just no negatives.
134. Jack, you require 38.
2 big visits there. Well responded by Archie, but
Game shot.
A lovely
at the fifth leg,
adjustment.
Jack Johnson.
Jackie Boy
Sixth leg is
strikes.
Archie from first.
Still got that all-important
Game
breaker throw for Archie Self, but a leg that he needed to win that for Jackie Boy. Held his throw,
99.
and he's asking questions on the Archie Self throw.
I didn't have this much maturity when I was in my 30s.
58.
My dummy would have been well and truly spat out by now.
58.
Great adjustment.
100.
Again, when you see those minuscule adjustments, you know that's from a player who's been, same as that dart there, putting in the graft. Getting the feel for the dart, the
100.
line and length.
Yeah, there's very little body movement, is there? It's just relying on the hand or,
Yeah.
or the arm.
171.
Seen a few of them tonight already. shot. Could be the beginning of the end.
78.
Archie will join Owen Bryceland on 8 points.
58.
Right at the top of the table, only separated by leg difference, and leg difference alone.
100.
But Archie will have won more matches than any other player. Ooh,
No score.
maybe it was a bit
Jackie
premature.
Maguire, 60.
And more twos and throws. Opportunity knocks once again for both players.
Always
40.
looked awkward, it was a bit high.
Archie
It's
Uruguay,
a blocker
20.
rather than a range finder.
When you talk about height development and that's already a difficult one to start with for Jackie Boy, but unable to execute on this occasion.
Game shot and the sixth leg. Archie serve. Seven leg is Jack to throw first. Game on.
Well, at the point where he has to be perfect from here.
96.
If he can win the next 2 legs, he gets out of this one with a draw. And moves on to 5 points, but a lot can happen because there's so many points
140.
still available.
Yeah, it's going to go down the wire on that Super Saturday, isn't it?
Well, once we've wrapped up this evening, there's still 8 points available. All the guys play 4 matches on that final
59.
Saturday across the afternoon. Long old session that.
And one I'm very much looking forward to. I don't know about you, Chris.
Yeah, Coventry 12 months ago was brilliant. This is going to be even better.
Yeah, I love the setup. I love the stage, the lighting.
56. $100. $96. Jack
Well,
Uruguay,
82 to go a leg closer to getting a draw out of this one. I don't know why he's gone.
32.
Yeah, that's a
Archie Uruguay, 150.
interesting strategy there.
It's one to go on style, wouldn't it be? 150.
42 for 32 or 54 for double 10.
Jack Uruguay, 50.
Yeah, maybe that's why he didn't go ball double 16s. Double 16 left-handers don't like that side of the board.
36.
Another dart pulled on
Jack
tops.
Uruguay, 32.
Excuse me.
A loft over the top, it's got to go.
16.
I think on this occasion, rightly
Archie
taking a breather.
Uruguay, 20.
Taking his time.
Yeah, just a reset.
No score. Jack Uruguay, 16.
And considering the doubles that have been missed in this match, the
Game
averages
shot
are
and
still very,
set
very
play, Jack
impressive.
Johnson. It's the final leg, it's Archie to throw first. Game on.
So similar to our last match, or our first match where, well, and with Lex as well, from 4-2, 4-3 in this case, you have the throw to win the match, and it's going to be interesting to see. Wonder how much Jack
100.
Johnson puts pressure on him, but how much Archie's got to finish the job off.
Yeah, I mean he'll be desperately
96.
disappointed with his doubling. Notwithstanding that,
122.
he won't care if he wins the match, because that all becomes irrelevant. That only becomes an issue if he doesn't get the job done here, which he's
139.
looking good to do.
43.
Not enough for Jack.
100.
Great scoring leg so far for Archie. Where the issues have not been in the scoring phase of this match. It's been at the end of the legs.
84. Archie Uruguay, 108.
We've seen Bryson with a brilliant 108.
game, shot, on the mark,
And Archie shows his class. Superb for himself. And another player that rises to 8 points on the table to join Owen Bryceland. What a performance. Lacklustre at doubles on times, but he's got the job done. He's got the all-important W. And we know that Jack Johnson will be back over the course of the weekend. Third in the JPL. Advanced to a table. Amazing effort from him so far. But it's Archie Self who steals the Friday night show. Stay with us, folks. We've got Kaya Basel and our Northern Ireland superstar, Christian Ennis, coming right up after the interview. And a word from Chris and Darren.
Archie Self, a great win there over Jack Johnson. He is a tough opponent always, isn't he?
100%. I mean, he's one of the ones that you want to beat on this circuit.
And let's talk about this circuit very quickly. There's real pressure on this stage, isn't there? When you come up here, you've got the crowd behind us. And some of those doubles, we don't see you and Jack missing those doubles usually. There's real pressure up here, isn't there?
Yeah, a bit of nerves between the both of us. I mean, I felt good in practicing before the game, and then the score was right for me, I thought. And then doubles were just the same as last time, just nowhere near.
But you got through, you got the win. You are joint top of the table on points now with Owen Bryceland. Mitchell Lorry still to play yet today. It's very, very tight at the top. There's 4 rounds left to play in one day in August. That day is going to be huge, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's going to be it's going to be very hot in here. I can tell already because obviously you got 16 games or so in the boys. It's going to be mental.
It is, and can you do it? That's the big question. You've got that last day on the Saturday, 4 rounds, and then it's finals day the day after. Can we see Archie Self lifting the JPL crown?
If I don't play like that, then maybe.
Well done today, Archie. We'll be right back with more JPL action straight after this short break.
2 shoes, same throw, completely different results. Why dodge with everyday shoes when there are special shoes for your sport? With the wrong shoe, you fight against your own stance. The everyday shoe gives way. The Triple 20 remains stable. No tipping, no readjustment. Full focus. With Triple 20, there is no need for your head to compensate for your stance. You stand securely and can concentrate fully on your throw. Your stance becomes routine, and your throw becomes consistent. The Triple 20 darts shoe is the first shoe developed for precision when standing. Flat sole, no tipping, full control. No matter how you stand when throwing the dart. The specially developed leading edges allow you to align every single throw with millimeter precision. More consistency, more control, more Triple 20. Discover now, Triple 20, your foundation for precision.
Now, I didn't know that. Great performance, but there's nerves up there. Nerves, eh? What's going on?
Yeah, you could sort of sense it a bit in there. I felt a bit for Jack there. I think the 5-3 defeat was a bit flattering there for Archie because, I mean, they both created opportunities and yeah, he will reflect on that one, Jack, and think that maybe at least a point's got away there. But he's in a good enough spot. He's worked hard enough so far leading up to this point, and I think we'll see the best of them. We did 12 months ago in Coventry, and we've got a much better. Although Coventry was great, this is a much better surroundings for them. I know Archie said there about the heat. It was hot in Coventry, ridiculously in there because it was played in a little box effectively. Yeah. Where here they've got a proper venue.
Yes, we sort of moved, for those who didn't know, we moved from a stream room essentially to a proper arena almost.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's a purpose-built arena for the players, and I think we'll see some special darts that day because they'll get some momentum there. They've all got 4 matches to play, and when you play only that one game, it instantly comes with pressure. When you've got another 3, tends to help you relax a little bit. So I'm especially looking forward to that.
Okay. Well, I'm especially looking forward to another game of darts. Should we have one? Right, we've got a Wimbledon Junior World Master coming up here, and also our gentleman from Northern Ireland, so representing a growing nation of darts. Christian doing himself well. So we'll hand over to Phil and get on with the next one.
Thanks, Darren. I'm joined on the stage once again by our officials team for this evening. 2 of the finest young darts officials anywhere in the world. Your scorer is Quinn Williams, your referee is Aaron Mitchell. This is the JPL boys. It's the best of 8 legs, and it's time now to welcome the players. We begin with the reigning Winmore Junior World Master, Kaya Long Pockets Beisel, and his opponent, the first player from Northern Ireland to qualify for the Advanced Tour and the JPL as well, Christian Turbo Ennis.
Welcome back to Hangar 61, everyone. Bristol is bouncing, and we've got what is our 4th boys match, and we've got another match that on paper looks like going very close, very evenly matched. Chris, we've got, as we say, a World Master Junior, Kaya Basel, who takes on what I call the next winner waiting to happen on the Advanced Tour. I've said that about Jackie Johnson and Mystic Carl, as well as Owen Bryceland. The next one on my list, I'm running out of events, of course, with 4 to go, but the next winner is with Christian Ennis, if I think if there's going to be a winner on the tour. That hasn't got off the mark. That hasn't got off the mark yet.
Yeah, he looks likely, averaging 78.70 for his debut campaign in this Junior Power League, and of course Kaya Basel massively more experienced than Christian. I was fortunate enough to be there to watch him win that World Masters down at Milton Keynes on the big stage where the Winmore World Masters was taking place. He beat Mitchell Laurie in the final, didn't he?
Yeah, again, like I say, a bit like sort of Owen Bryceland and Mitchell.
134.
The two good friends, Kaya and Mitchell, and they're both in the positive manner, bringing each other along fantastically well, not just in darts, but in life, I think.
134.
Correct.
Don't take your eye off both of them, because they're both cheeky Charlies.
Yeah, I when we did the opening night of the JPL this year, I came early to watch the qualifiers, and I was massively impressed with Christian Ennis. And again, every time you see him, he's looking more and more comfortable, more and more like he belongs there. And there's an example of that, 36 after 12, leg 1.
Yeah, I spoke with Christian as well with when he lost to Mitchell Laurie. Mitchell obviously playing his lights out darts at the minute, but Christian just went about his own darts, which of course you've got to do. But it's easy saying that, and for him to be able to fulfil that, and very much looked a class act.
Yeah, and again, that comes from their development within the JDC, because of course these kids have rules to follow, and it improves their social skills and their awareness of how to behave. And I think that's why they're all so mature.
Yeah, of course, we talk about internationals, and Christian was telling us that there's a big charge coming over from Northern Ireland over the next few years. Not necessarily at the age that Christian is, but a lot of players that have got plenty of time on the tour, shall we say, when it comes to their time.
Lots of academies now, isn't there? John O'Shea has his own academy now, of course. Hope you're well, John. I'm sure you'll be tuned in. He puts a massive amount into the youth dart system over there.
When you talk about sort of influences and role models, he's going to be one of the best around, isn't he, for that?
For
personality,
sure.
character-wise.
85.
Well, the same way Neil Duff has done for many a young player over in Northern Ireland. Hope you're all safe over there tonight, guys and girls.
96.
And be very proud of your man, Christian Ennis, because, like you say, a superstar he is already, not in the making. And with Kaya, as we say,
171.
Another one. I think we've had more 171s and 180s. We've had plenty of them.
yeah, we says as well, we're
59.
talking about Jack
Kaya
Johnson getting 7
Uniquare,
180s.
62.
Nestled up alongside the 7 is these two players right in front of us.
Yes.
I think they've had 6 171s as well. But for a level game and time on his side,
46.
so Christian can only apply the pressure, but you wouldn't imagine Kaya will wipe his feet with 3 darts in hand at double 8.
He's going to stay there. I don't mind this play.
100. Kaya Uniquare, 60.
Real tall lad, Christian, so he will get a different line of sight than to what we will see from our vantage
Game
point.
shot and the second leg.
All irrelevant.
Kaya
16
Uniquare.
dart hold.
Third leg is Christian
Parity
and Rupert.
in this
Game
one.
on.
Still have 3 more to bring you, of course. Casely against Rook Havard. Following this one,
123.
then Nankovic against Mitchell Laurie, and then we finish off with Wheeler against the table-topping Macy Gibbons. And we've saved the best till last, haven't we?
Yeah, very much looking forward to that last game. But and as well with the final boys match, we know that Weesox is in tremendous form, but Jack Nankovic is starting to lift trees again, so it's going to be a fascinating match, that last one.
Yeah, he's going to have to as well, because Mitchell was in here around about
96.
5:30, and he was straight on the board and all business.
Yeah, speaking on the way back to the airport with Mitchell, and he said with yourself, didn't he, that he didn't feel he put the work in the previous round of
Yeah,
fixtures.
listen, he's a kid. He's got every right to sort of be a kid, you know. It's same as I say against, you know, when people talk about Luke Littler, he's not had a childhood. You can't. He's not a normal 19-year-old kid, Luke Littler, and you know sometimes you've got to give him a pass out.
100.
Yeah, but like you say, how he rectified that.
Yeah, went away and grafted.
And he's averaging 50% for the tour, 8 wins out of 16.
Yeah, that's remarkable in this company.
135. Christian Uniquare, 78.
Well, Białowski's doing something similar over in the challenge, in the Dev Tour, isn't he?
He feels like he's been around forever, doesn't he?
I think he made his debut at 16 or 17 in the UK.
Kaya Uniquare, 87.
Something sticks in my mind about that.
And he was a bit of a UK Open specialist early doors, wasn't he? He was he would have some deep runs to the last 16, and you'd go off the radar for a while, wouldn't he?
55.
When you talk about players that are not going to be going off the radar for now, Kaya Basil's already won a advanced tour win in the first one.
Game shot and the third leg, Christian Ennis. Fourth leg is Kaya to
3 solid
Rupert.
holes a throw. Kaya with the darts in leg 4. Remember, it's a best of 8.
Yeah, because Białowski's about to go inside the top 64,
57.
and if you've got a tour card and you go inside if you just go inside the top 64, you can't play on the 2 other tours. So he may well find himself unable to play in any more of the development tours, but that matters not because he's over £10,000 clear at the top, so I still think he'll win it anyway.
54.
He has been outstanding.
Yeah, a bit like sort of Mitchell Laurie with Lakeside. He's already guaranteed to be there. He can put his feet up for the remaining 7 months of the year.
Yeah, and listen, he doesn't. He's playing in so many other things. He doesn't need to travel just to get hockey time.
And we talk about tournaments, and Kaya doing fantastically well over in Torremolinos. Has there ever been a tournament that you've been to that one?
No, no. For me, if it's sunny, the last thing I want to do is be playing darts.
So there's no dart boards in Rhodes, was there not, Chris?
No. Actually, I did see one, but yeah.
Did you bump into our Greek friend,
100.
international player?
No, I didn't. No, I know you're about. Yeah, no, I didn't.
The springy darts?
I barely left the poolside.
I think plan A worked to perfection then.
Yes.
So with the advantage to throw just as Kaya, but
Yeah, that's a loose one. Not happy with that because I think he's going to have to run for cover.
39.
Now he's left himself a bit vulnerable here. Ennis, a big power scorer.
yeah, that first start was a lovely guide, wasn't it? So
100.
Right, if he's going to miss there. Not low.
we start off the 19s to take off the 95 perhaps.
59.
International
Christian
England
Uruguay,
International
120.
star performance. Man of the tournament it was. Man of the beating Mitchell Lowry, whitewashing him.
Game shot on the fourth leg, Christian Ennis.
107 average was it?
5th leg
Yeah.
is Christian at throw first.
Filth.
Game on.
Lovely 120.
Backed up the World Youth Masters victory with a win over Wee Sox. He is human.
41.
But Kai's development, like you say, from being on the tour last year where he struggled but did fantastically well on the, like you say, the WDF tournaments, and this year he's looked the real deal on the tour, which is again, it's about being comfortable in your surroundings, and possibly Bristol's a better environment than Coventry was for him.
Listen, in some places you like to play, other places you don't. That's just, that's just the way things are. Sometimes some places you feel super comfortable, and others you don't.
But wherever he goes now, he's always a favourite or a front runner, isn't he?
60.
But he's also back on a form up with wins, isn't he?
Yeah, and away from that as well. He's not just doing it in
30.
one environment now. He's doing it in multiples.
Kai was over in Canada, was it, for the big open out there? So again, great experience for him and the likes of Ben Townley that went over there.
Must have great sponsors. Or deep pockets.
180.
Superb response. Yeah, he's refusing to buckle. I like this, but that's a nut again. Beautiful approach play from Christian Ennis. And he's going to be back at tops for 4-1.
Paired with Alex Williams. Notice he got beat in the quarterfinals.
40.
Lost out to Cabtree it was, and Joey Leno. Big dart upcoming.
Massive. Wow.
No score.
Well, if you tried to do that, you wouldn't be able to do it. You'd hit the double.
So the guy's back on throw, somehow. Rightfully comfort pauses himself.
37.
Didn't have no momentum though, did he, at the same time?
40.
Never looked comfortable at all there.
When you look at Rob Cross and Kevin Payne, that's done over the years, but
yeah, they're pretty much anomalies though, aren't they?
30. Kaya Uruguay.
it's not possible, certainly not too often, but if you've got 3 darts in hand, I'd like to know a better player that can land the double with the first dart than Kaya. I don't know what the stats are for, but I'm sure he'd be
shot on the 5th leg, Kaya Muzo.
Well, he gets the break
6th
back.
leg is Kaya to throw first.
We'll throw for
Game
3-3, and from here, I mean, he'd love the win, but I'm sure a draw would feel like a win from this point. I can assure you, he'd have been saying to himself, I'm 4-1 down here, I'm in a bit of trouble.
You ever talk about resilience and twos and throws and matches, and he's had a bit like Lex, where he's had a few 5 twos, 5 threes.
134.
Kaya's struggled at times from winning positions, and then he's came back from losing positions. So
yeah, by a season so far, 4-4, a 5-3 win,
59.
a 5-1 defeat to Owen, and then a 4-4 with Jack Johnson. Where Christian, 5-3 win over Jack, a 4-4 with Turrigal, a 5-1 defeat to Mitchell Lowry. I'm pretty sure that was the match where he averaged big numbers. And then he beat Nankervis last time out, 5-2.
Yet another 171.
I honestly have now lost count.
I'm sure someone on YouTube will be able to give us a...
42.
Unfortunately, the chat is off this evening, so apologies for that. That's, as I'm sure you know, for our regular viewers, that's not my doing. I do love to engage with our fans.
I require 170.
Unfortunately, with the first dart was Lovely guy to set things up.
100. Christian
Stayed there for
Uniquare,
the
97.
140, and it was certainly possible with that guide, but unfortunate. So, for the point, he wants tops.
Game shot.
Just been a dart ahead at times, hasn't he?
Yeah, and I think that's the only. Listen, this is marginal. I mean, I know there's a big disparity in the numbers, but it doesn't feel like there's a lot in it.
No, like I say,
96.
one break and you've got the throw again, and you feel like when Kaya's 4-3 down, and he's got an opportunity to level things up. His power
40.
scoring in them moments, his clutch moment scoring to
Yeah, and he had the darts, of course, in that leg, which makes it even more frustrating.
99.
Yeah, and Christian's playing granite, so it's going to be a big case of, say, Kaya, if you're going to get a point, you're going to have to probably go 15 and 15 and hope that I don't get anything less than that.
Yes, agreed.
Because you look at the motions as well, and there's very little movement in the Christian Ennis throw, is there? So there's very little can go wrong, shall we say, under pressure.
Yeah, he doesn't throw too many left or right, does he? It is all pretty straight down the pipe.
82.
Only joking, of course, but we're talking about straight darts. I think Turgle holds the record.
Here we go, look, as soon as you mention it.
Yeah, of course. Turgle holds the record of about 16
80.
advanced tour tournaments without hitting the 501. I'm joking, but it felt like that, really,
Yeah.
it did with Turgle, because he just didn't.
Yeah, there was a spell where his action was like you say, absolutely granite.
But again, when he is missing, he's opening the bed nicely, isn't he, Christian?
26.
And the Lancashire hot pot looks to remain in the game.
58. Christian Uniquare, 142.
Potential shock at the World Cup as Trinidad and Tobago were 3-0 with Latvia into a final leg. That's a coupon buster, if ever I've seen one. Hong Kong and Slovenia
39.
next. Germany against
Kaya
New
Uniquare,
Zealand
136.
to follow. The home favourites, of course.
It is a tournament with plenty of animation, the World Cup, isn't it?
That's fabulous.
56. Christian
Guns
Uniquare,
arrive tomorrow.
103.
When you saw Adrian Lewis and Phil Taylor back in the day against one of our good friends, Paul Nicholson, and
Oh, heartbreak, wasn't it? for the
heartbreak,
Australians?
wasn't it? Real drama, wasn't it? Then, of course, with Australia winning it for
Kaya Uniquare, 80.
very good friend,
Kyle.
yeah. Real character on the tour, wasn't he,
Yeah,
Kyle?
he was a lovely man. Well, it's 25 on ball. Gets a 25, and that's a beautiful dart for the bullseye. Oh, he just
55.
couldn't make that tiny adjustment.
It was online, wasn't it?
Christian
For maximum
Uniquare,
points.
40.
With the bullseye going astray slightly. Double top with a lovely guide.
Game
Wraps things
shot. And the match.
Excellent from
Christian
Ennis. It's
Ennis.
Christian Ennis who moves up the table, and he gets the points over Kaya Basel. Kaya, of course, will be back for the advanced tour, and he'll be one of the front runners, but it's Christian Ennis's night. The winner waiting to happen on the advanced tour. Will that come to fruition? Mystic Carl has spoken. Up next, after the interview on stage in a word with Chris and Darren, we've got two of our Welsh starlets. We've got Kirsten Casley against Yasmin Rukhavad. Stay with us, folks.
Christian Ennis with a win there over Kaya Beisel. Kaya, we know how good he is. You've got to be very pleased with that, Christian.
Yeah, just came here looking to get a couple of points, and I'm sitting top 4 now, so.
You certainly are. That puts you in third place. Mitchell Laurie still to play yet this evening. Third place, we're past halfway through the JPL season. I think you're 10th on the advanced tour currently, on your first season in both. It's a cracking first season, isn't it?
Yep, I'm loving it as well, so just hope we finish well in advance there now.
And darts, or the junior darts scene in Northern Ireland, is buzzing at the moment. I mean, it's growing all the time, isn't it? Do you see yourself doing what you're doing at the moment as a trailblazer, but also an inspiration for some of the younger children back there?
I think it's just giving everyone else from Northern Ireland a bigger opportunity as well, so a bit more people getting recognised. So,
And what would it mean to them if you were to win the JPL in your first year?
I'm not sure, ask them.
Good stuff. Christian, well done on your win. We'll see you in August on finals weekend, and we'll be back with more action after this break.
I love that interview about him winning the JPL. That's a task. But hey, Christian's done really well. Can't argue with that. Okay, so just to clarify then, we're building heavily with the boys for an immense finals day. So it's actually a weekend, and just to clarify, the boys will finish on the Saturday, on the 22nd of August, their rounds of matches. And then it'll be the boys and girls doing all their final stuff on the Sunday. So that's like Super Saturday and a final Sunday. So please join us if you can on the 22nd and 23rd. If you're on holiday, you can watch on your phone, in the caravan, wherever. Okay, right, we need to get on to the next match. We've got a girls' match coming up for you, and between Kirsten and Yasmin. And then after that, we've got the boys, Mitchell Laurie, the Wonder Man himself, and then we're going to be up with Lola's second game against probably the leading star of the girls there, Macy Gibbons. So let's get on with the next match. Over to Phil on the stage.
Our attention now turns back to the girls' JPL darts. It's the best of 6 legs. It's time now to welcome the players. We begin with a player in her first season in the JPL, Kirsten Casley, and the semi-finalist in last year's JDC Girls World Championship, Yaz Rook Havard.
Welcome back to the action, folks. Our penultimate girls' match of the evening. Match 6 of 8. It's the Welsh starlets that battle it out. Nothing at stake, of course, Chris. We've got a dead rubber. But again, like I say, great experience.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg is Kirsten to throw first.
And Yaz has got a great temperament, and she'll want to sign off with a win, won't she?
Yeah, they both will, won't they? It's
83.
Listen, it's tough, but it is what it is. It's been a tough score for both young ladies. This time around.
36.
Both, of course, nowhere near the finished articles as players they've got, and they will make lots and lots of improvements.
81.
Yeah, when you think what could have been in week 1, where Yaz had a 3-0 lead over Lola.
140.
If she could have just nicked that win, could things have perhaps gone a different way?
Yeah, well, both had draws in week 1.
55.
Both lost 4-1 in week 2. Both lost 4-1 in week 3. And then Yasmin lost to Macy.
95.
Table-topping Macy Gibbons 4-0. And Kirsten lost to Rebecca Allen 4-1. And, you know, their final 2 games were against the 2 at the top of the table, and they're there for a reason.
Like I say, we love the throw
Yep.
of Yaz.
50.
Certainly pleasing on the eye and a lot a scope on that. And the focus and the relaxation of Kirsten is still a lot to be liked about as well, isn't there?
60.
Yeah. Listen, the basics they both do very, very well. Now it's just, it literally is nothing more complicated than hard work. But of course, both young girls have been going
98.
through exams, no doubt, and whatever else. Just generally being kids as well. So they've got to have a life away from darts. It can't,
43.
you know,
Yaz Uruguay,
completely encapsulate
82.
their lives. Not at this age.
Yeah, Yaz was telling us she wants to be a future star in the nail technician business. Have you
42.
decided or thought what you want to do
Kirsten
when you grow up,
Uruguay,
Chris?
153.
Long way to go.
Peter Pan.
Don't feel like it in the gym at the moment after having another month off.
97. Yaz Uruguay,
I went yesterday and I'm
40.
still feeling it today.
I would say there's no need the way I'm hobbling around.
30. Kirsten
Hair in my
Uruguay,
hamstring, which I
56.
can't quite heal. It's probably because I'm up and down in the cellar every 5 minutes, but that's another story. Oof, just misses
24.
double 16.
Yaz Uruguay, 10.
Tricky double 5 for Yaz. Has to get the split. Yeah, misses
No
a single
score.
one.
Kirsten Uruguay, 32.
Well, they would both play okay here. They can relax.
Game shot on the first leg, Kirsten
I
Castley.
do
Second leg is
apologise
Yaz to
for being unaware
Brewpers.
of me logistics between Neath and Abergavenny, but would they have played each other, do you think, quite a few times at international youth
81.
level, maybe, or played with each other, or... There doesn't tend to be so many Welsh tournaments, I think, so a lot of them will be travelling to the same events.
180.
Well done. Beautiful, Max.
When you've won the first leg, hold and throw,
85.
I can't ask for anything better than that, apart from maybe the 171.
Not another one. Sick of them. Well, it is only
100.
41 miles away. Neath, of course, near Port Talbot and not far from Swansea.
Yeah, because they merged the
41.
rugby with the Neath and Swansea Ospreys, wasn't it? Kirsten, like you say,
59.
watching her performances, a lot of her flashy darts have been kind of responsive rather than sort of on the front foot, which is, I tend to do a lot. But yeah, certainly
41.
it's been a great experience qualifying, which is a difficult task in itself. 20th on the girls' tour, it's, like I say, it's
38.
by being in the Friday night, you'd think that could possibly be higher. But again, like I say, there's a lot of competition in that girls' series, and there's of course there's not much difference
36.
as in the
Kirsten
championship, for
Uruguay,
example, between
124.
someone third and someone 18th.
Mm.
She's wrestled the advantage of throw with that early
56.
180 in the leg,
Yes.
and then down to a manageable finish. But how much pressure will it be under? Because that's a brilliant first start from Yasmin Ruck-Havard. Looks for a 2-treble visit and gets it.
137.
Yeah, we've
Kirsten
asked for
Uruguay,
pressure.
68.
She's got some. 17 ball.
22.
No
Yaz
hesitation.
Uruguay, 80.
Straight at it.
It's one of them where you'd love the treble, but you don't get too greedy with it, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, she keeps straight.
40. Kirsten Uruguay,
Talking about
46.
actions and the way she performed that 80 there, lovely straight darts, but like you say, very manufactured, isn't it? It's
Yes.
something that she's worked on a lot.
Game shot on the second leg, Kirsten
Well,
Castley.
uses that advantage of
Third
hitting a
leg is
match to
Kirsten
get a breaker
Brewpers.
throw, lead
Game
2-0.
on.
Averaging 65. She's only averaging 56.88 for her campaign, so this is an improvement. Good to see.
140.
kicked last leg with a max, kicks this leg with a 140, keeping the pressure firmly on, but
140.
Yasmin responds.
Yeah, and I think that came from the very start of the walk to the hockey. She went there with purpose, and I love watching the body language of the players.
22.
And, there's very little negatives, so they're all very confident. The focus is immense throughout the tour, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can just get a good
60.
read, like I say, body language. Is why I sort of say to the younger players, if you're going to react, do it behind the player where they can't see, and then they don't know how you're feeling. Because if I'm playing someone, even at the little local league level I'm playing, they start to shake their head and their edge drops. That inspires me because I think, well, I've got you here. Takes the pressure
41.
off, gives them a boost.
Yeah, with like you say about scrumming it up and putting it in the bin, or Paul Nicholson calls it a 4-second rule.
Yeah.
And if you can't apply that, then you're going to be at a disadvantage thinking about things and not focusing on your
62.
next row ahead. So it's all good advice from you guys that have got the experience of playing at the top level.
Yeah, and it's the same applies across all levels. You know, if
28.
even as a pro, if I was stood behind a player and I'm watching him sort of huff and puff and, you know, tell himself off constantly, I would get that emotional boost.
29.
It would make me mentally more switched on.
Did you feel Robert Thornton did that a lot, approaching the board towards the end?
Yeah, he did used to give himself a bit more stick than. But the problem is you still think you can
54.
play at the highest level, and when you've been a player like Robert Thornton, who has played at the highest level and won majors, you think you can still do it, but Father Time waits for no man.
44.
Yeah, when you talk about the effort it took to get him to the top level, and you talk about floor specialists and stage specialists, Robert Thornton was a player that could perform on both, so it's a frustration, isn't it, that comes out when
Yeah, and he played with a certain
Kirsten
intensity,
Uruguay,
which, of course, then
144.
it's very mentally draining. This has been brilliant from Yasmin. Down to
60.
96 on
Yas
Kirsten's throw.
Uruguay, 96.
Can she convert? A wild one.
$28. Kirsten Uruguay, 84.
Didn't put enough of a dent in that.
No, so 14 for the bullseye. She's looking across to see what her opponent's on, but yeah, makes sure of the single. I like that.
Yeah, lovely play
35.
that. Irrelevant
Yas
rounds with the
Uruguay,
ball.
68.
He made sure it's mature play. Safe 14 to get that one dart for 3-0. I think that's an 8, so will be tops, yep.
28. Kirsten Uruguay, 49.
Yeah, there's very little to separate the two in terms of the business end of the
Game
race.
shot on the third leg. Kirsten
finds herself
Castley.
with a healthy
Fourth leg
advantage.
is Yas to throw first.
Well, Kirsten's
Game on.
just been the more reliable of the two, and all the stats suggest that.
Yeah, she had a pop at the 80, didn't she?
43.
She had chances there.
Yeah, she's had bits.
$121.
Yeah, brilliant pressure on the 43, so and what a response there on the cover shoot.
115.
And a bit like Kirsten Casley's opening match when she got a 3-all draw with Lucy Shepherd, was it? And the opening match of the JPL it was all together.
Yeah, it was against Lucy.
And like you say, once they'd settled down a couple of legs, they started to play, and
64.
we kind of thought, well, can we not play a best of 12? And she's playing with
Yeah,
that kind of
my
rhythm now.
initial look at Kirsten, I thought, she may
27.
have a chance of making finals day. Not to be this year.
26.
Of course, the girls' series will be going on while the advanced tour and the boys, and we'll keep you
28.
posted who comes through the groups into the last 16 quarterfinals.
What time are you back on air tomorrow? 11 o'clock, mate? 11 a.m.?
11 o'clock in the morning for events 17 and
28.
18. It's the final weekend of 20. Of course, the 4 top English boys will represent England in Gibraltar, so I think that's a good way of selecting that, isn't it?
Absolutely,
30.
especially over 20 events, and nobody can have any complaints. Yeah, so don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And Carl goes live
39.
tomorrow. You will be alerted and you will not miss a dart.
11 o'clock, and we run through till about 4 o'clock. Back to back. As soon as the final dart lands in the first event,
83.
we have about a minute, and then we're straight into the round of 64 for the next event. So pray for Carl's voice over the weekend. Bring it on.
Strepsils,
40.
if anybody's in the area, bring him a pack of those.
Thank you very much in advance.
70.
Bit unfortunate. Took a bit of a deflection dart 3. Tried to crash into the dart that was already in the 60. 40 scored, 143. Rightly asking the referee.
97.
Back in the day,
105.
the protocol was check, and he would tell you what was left. Check, check, and no, sorry, check, tell you what you scored. Check, check, tell you what you got left. How about this?
65.
Ball 15
Kirsten
tops,
Uniquare,
nearly.
86.
Stay there. Oh, overpitched.
Yeah, so that was the code word, was it?
36.
Yeah, it was
the
Yaz Uniquare,
yeah, that was
40.
the etiquette. Check. Now they go.
15.
What's left? What's
Kirsten
that?
Uniquare, 50.
Oi. She's been the slicker on the doubles. She is so
Game,
once
shot,
again.
and the match, Kirsten
Yasmin's had her
Castley.
chances in the match. But it's been a great experience once again for Yasmin. Congratulations for her on her efforts on the JPL Girls Tour, and congratulations also to Kirsten Casley on a win tonight, 4-0 with a 60.73 average. And now we have our final boys match, and it is JDC World Champion Mitchell Lorry, the WDF Senior Men's #1, against the JPL champion, the reigning champion, Jack Nankovic. Jumping Jacks in action. Stay with us, folks.
Kirsten Casley, your first season on the JPL, and you've left it until the final round to get your very first win, but that's got to feel good.
It does.
Even playing against the good friend, I know you and Yaz are good friends. She's a great player. I mean, semi-finalist in the World Championship, that doesn't come easy. How do you approach a game like that?
Just with my head up and practice.
So will we see you back here next year in the JPL, and what can we expect? Can we expect to develop, progress?
Hopefully I'll be back, and hopefully I'll be more consistent, because I think my consistency is lacking a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, you showed a lot of quality, and I think your average is about 65. So there's a lot of quality there. If you can get that consistency, I'm sure you'll be a big threat next year. Well done on the win, Kirsten. After the break, we'll be back with more action from the JPL boys, and don't miss this one. Jumping Jack Nankovic against Mitchell Weesox Lorry. It's going to be fireworks.
It goes out. See, it is live. Right, well, we were just waxing lyrical about what's coming up. But anyway, first of all, I've got to say congratulations to Kirsten there. Went out in style, but what we just heard in the interview, she sort of understood what she's got to put right, which is great.
Yeah, and that's half of solving the problem if you know what's wrong. And she's right, it is her consistency. We've seen plenty of good moments from both in that match, but it was sort of sandwiched in between some stuff that they wouldn't have been too happy with. But listen, year one, thrown under the, I can't tell you how hard it is at any level. When you're under the lights, you're in front of cameras, there's people watching,
and these at home,
and those at home. It comes with a lot of pressure on very young, inexperienced shoulders. So you just don't read too much into it at this stage.
There's always another game tomorrow, probably. Anyway, I can see. There's a big lad behind me. So let's get on. This could be an absolute cracker, and it won't last long either. I wouldn't have thought. So Jack Nankervis is, as we heard, he is the current champion, but we've got Mitchell Lawrie, our world champion. This could be an absolute belter.
Yeah, men's WDF world number one. It's quite remarkable. His development over the last 2 or 3 years has been special. I've nicknamed him Triple D, and the final bit is deep water because that's what he takes you in.
Right. Okay. There you go. What's check again?
So if you've hit a treble and a single and you don't know what it is, you go check.
Right.
And the referee will tell you what's left, and if you go check, he'll tell you what you need. That was the old etiquette.
Every day's a school day. Right, over to Phil. Come on, let's get this one on.
We come now to our penultimate match of the evening. It's in the JPL Boys. It's the best of 8 legs. And it's time now to welcome the players. We begin with the reigning and defending JPL champion, Jumping Jack Nankervis, and the reigning JDC champion of the world, Mitchell Weesox Lawrie.
Welcome back, everybody, and as Chris mentioned, there should be a warning come across the stage. Please do not blink, because if you do blink, you might miss quite a lot. And it'll be quite a lot of quality, because we have 2 of the biggest informed players right now on the tour. Very little to say that hasn't been said about Weesox Mitchell Lawrie. It's great to see Jumping Jack finding his form again, isn't it?
Yeah, always encouraging. It's great to see how a player can get himself out of a bit of a slump, and listen, Mitchell himself has had those moments over the last couple of years, and with the added maturity to his game, and well, I call him Mitchell Triple D Lawrie, dedication, desire, and deep water, because that's where you're going to end up when you play him. He is a prestigious talent, certainly up there with some of the greatest young players I've certainly seen in my lifetime. And I can give him no more a bigger compliment than that.
When you're talking about gymnasiums and fitness and deep waters, I think I've got a rubber ring still underneath me polo shirt here.
136.
Or underwear here in Bristol.
Yeah, starts with a ton and already finding the true treble turns, and Jack's going to have to be somewhere near his best just to try and get these kind of players. There is a way of beating them, but knowing it and producing it is 2 different things, and he literally puts you under so much pressure that he will force errors out of you.
Yeah, I think Jack of last season's JPL, hitting the big
55
3-figure checkouts, power scoring, but you feel in this match he's got to hit the ground running from the start, because you can't give Mitchell a 2 or 3 leg start, can you?
Yeah, and he is one of those that he's hang on. This is potentially a 15 dart hold of throw in leg 1. Nothing potentially about it. Yeah, he's very much like all the group of fast dart players. Or fast throwers. They're first dart merchants. They're FDMs. If they start finding that treble 20 with dart 1, as we seen with him last year, he was just rattling in the 2 and 3 treble turns, and of course that sets up the potential for the big checkouts if you're finding the treble 20 with regularity.
When you talk about speed and tranquility, shall we say, of the dartboard, and say Jumping Jack and a player who we'll see tomorrow, no doubt, second in the JDC Advanced Tour table, Jaden Walker. I would say Jumping Jack and Jaden Walker are 2 of the finest, quickest switches that there is on the tour, from 20s to 19s or across the board on the doubles.
Well, they have to be, because
muscle memory, isn't it?
Yeah, their throw is conducive to doing just that. They can't afford to hesitate.
100.
When Mitchell's throws are much more measured.
Yes, we've got one of Bristol's finest dart players, the Tower, Dom Taylor, and we've got the Tower of Tandil, which is Juan Martin Del Potro, and we've got the Tower of Renfrew, which is Wee Sox Mitchell Laurie.
Yeah, I can't.
133.
I think he gets taller every time I see him.
157.
You know what? His dad feeds him.
I think Jamie's been giving him a double kebab.
Mitchell, you require 122.
Well, that picture on his profile, just prior to them walking on, is... Oh, beautiful. Back-to-back 15 darters. Well, you did say, while we were literally off air on the walk-ons, there's going to be some ton-plus finishes in this. Well, there's one for you, a beauty. 1-2-2 on the ball.
Yeah, an averaging a ton, and we reflect on the last round of fixtures of the weekend, 7 ton plus averages over the course of the weekend.
Yeah.
I think there was a couple of 99s and 98s in there as well, so there could have been a few more. Just fantastic. When you talk about consistency, and I don't think even in the big leagues and on the Pro Tour that players are being as consistent as Mitchell right now, are they?
Well, if there is one, you probably only
27.
Look at the Lukes, who are sort of averaging in and around 100 for a 12-month period, which is a huge sample of darts. It's literally thousands of legs.
And you think as well, Luke Humphries has done that, and he hasn't looked like he's played well at times.
No, he's not. He's been a bit like Gezi. He's put himself in good positions, but not has been able to convert as Mitchell knocks in a max.
And the advantage of throw is just about hanging on here. To be on 76 after 12, and your throw being under pressure.
Well, he's consistently on a out after 12.
Game shot and the third
Middle
leg.
of the double
Mitchell
as well.
Laurie.
So
Fourth leg is Jack to throw.
Talking about more measured, that was a very measured double eight, wasn't it?
100.
This young man is special.
I think he needs a duck at the back of the stage there.
59.
Hurt his ligaments a few months ago playing basketball. You can see why he could be a talent at that game if he put his mind to it.
I don't think he has to jump to dunk the ball.
I don't think he'd look out of place as a Scottish Claymore either on the NFL pitch.
23.
Ross Montgomery played American football, didn't he?
He did. I talked to Ross a lot about it actually, and Ross is he was a kicker.
Was he?
Yeah, he's. I mean, obviously the specialist areas, but that's a really interesting story, isn't it, with Ross?
140.
I remember talking to him about years ago. You know, people, coming from other sports, but
53.
American football was a bit of a random one.
You can't be anything else other than a kicker to keep your fresh looks at his age, can you? Hi to Ross, of course, if you're watching, and well done with your performance. He was beaten by Mitchell Laurie over in Denmark, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yeah, was it in the final?
I think it was a semi-final or quarter-final. Yeah, but it was
a fabulous game. I think Ross had darts to win that.
Yeah, it was the 4-3 one, wasn't it? I think it was the only match that he was pushed in. But when you, as you know yourself, you win tournaments by carrying a bit of luck at some stage, don't you?
Got to dodge some bullets along the way. Mitchell leaves 51, and he will be back. Incredibly, he's not left 51 after 12. Poor.
95. Mitchell, you require 51.
He's averaging 99.31.
Game shot and the fourth leg, Mitchell Laurie.
Yeah, I'd be doing the same as you, Jack, my old mate. I know the feeling. I had 20 years of this, so don't worry.
Game on.
You'll get used to it.
What was your average again against Phil when he hit that 9-darter?
We played 24 legs. I got done 16-7 and I averaged 100.
I seem to remember your face. What have I got to do?
Yeah, he was 112 average, I think he had that day.
Boiling hot.
Yeah.
but looking cool as ice.
100.
Yeah, he looks comfortable, doesn't he? He just seems to be. We see it so often now.
100.
This is what he does. Just looks really super comfortable.
Wee Socks is
Probably too comfortable.
Yeah, Wee Socks is looking brand new.
119.
I think he's going to be one of those kind of players. He has the ability that he can blow you away, but if you sort of get involved in a little bit of a war with him, I think that's when he can
140.
really turn it on. We nearly saw it, of course, in the final of the World Championship. So it's Jimmy Van Schie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mitchell Uruguay 101.
Throughout that tournament, it was just timing and impressive. He didn't look like dropping a set, did he, all the way through?
He was
61.
fabulous. And my way of going for 101, that. Didn't know they still did that anymore.
You remember back in the day and how
60.
nervous players were on the debut,
Mitchell
weren't they? Like
Uruguay.
I was
40.
petrified.
Oh, not even-
I won one leg.
Not even on the debut. They were coming back 5 and 6 years down the line, and they were still nervous as hell on the stage.
Getting shot.
As
And the
Mitchell Lowry
match.
wraps things
Mitchell
up.
Lowry.
A 5-0 win over Turgle, a 5-0 win over Jack Nankovic, and was level on points at the top with leg difference over Owen Bryceland. But with a 2-leg advantage now, it's Mitchell Lowry who goes to the top of the table over Owen Bryceland. Our two young Scots flying high. Archie Self, who is down to third, but it's very tight at the top, and still all to play for in the boys. Up next, we've got our girls' final match. Stay with us, folks. It's going to be a belter. Lola Wheeler taking on table-topping Maxie Gibbons.
Mitchell Lowry, another great display. 5-0 over Jack Nankovic. I mean, Jack's a tough player. We know that. You just swept him away tonight. You've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, mate, it was very good. I think I just played decent, played solid through the whole game. A few sloppy scores, but followed it up with big scores when I needed them and got a 5-0 win, and that's me top of the table now. So.
And you're flying on the advanced tour. As you just said, you are now top of the table on leg difference. However, it's tight up there, isn't it? All you top four have won. Today, Archie won, Christian won, Owen won as well. They're not letting you get away, are they?
No, definitely not. Everybody here's a great player. That's why they're here. I still believe I'm the best, but when I'm playing my game, I think I'll win. So I just need to keep playing well, and I think I'll win at the end of the day.
And finals weekend in August, it's pretty intense, isn't it? You've got 4 rounds of JPL on the Saturday. That'll determine who goes through to the Sunday, and then the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final. You're looking like top seed so far. Can you take the trophy?
Yeah, definitely. I know I can. If I come up here and play my game, I know I'll go away with the trophy, but it all just depends in August, really, doesn't it? What you do. If you don't show up, you won't win. Simple.
Absolutely. Well done tonight, Mitchell. We'll be right back with our final game in the JPL Girls tonight after this break.
2 shoes, same throw, completely different results. Why dance with everyday shoes when there are special shoes for your sport? With the wrong shoe, you fight against your own stance. The everyday shoe gives way. The Triple 20 remains stable. No tipping, no readjustment. Full focus. With Triple 20, there is no need for your head to compensate for your stance. You stand securely and can concentrate fully on your throw. Your stance becomes routine, and your throw becomes consistent. The Triple 20 darts shoe is the first shoe developed for precision when standing. Flat sole, no tipping, full control. No matter how you stand when throwing the dart, the specially developed leading edges allow you to align every single throw with millimeter precision. More consistency, more control, more Triple 20. Discover now, Triple 20, your foundation for precision.
Right. I've just said to Chris off air, was that probably one of the most professional kind of performances for a youngster that we've seen?
Yeah, absolutely. Even when, I mean, it started off beautifully, back-to-back 15s. There was the odd moment where he threw the odd loose dart, but there was no reaction. It was like, okay, and just back, just gets back to business. He's special. It can sometimes you can get a little bit over the top. But with him, because we see it so frequently, there is some pressure on him now because there's his own expectations. He's like me with talent, isn't he? He's great. I love the ending, and he's.
I'm not going to argue with it.
He's right. If he plays his top game, I think he gaps everybody else. But darts isn't like that. It's not played on paper. Well, sort of. Sizel's a bit of paper, sort of type of paper, if you want to be pedantic. But yeah, I think when you look at his metrics and you add all of that together, his first 9 dart average is 10 above his closest rival in this, which means over the course of a leg, he's effectively a throw in front. And if he's pinning his doubles and you're not absolutely on it, and I understand that because we had the same thing with Phil for I had it for the best part of 2 decades where you just constantly felt like you were a throw behind. Now that we have the technology to break all these metrics and numbers down, you go, actually he is.
Do you I mean, just quickly before we get into the last game, some of these youngsters and adults as well, certain professionals and that, you've got an aura about them when they walk into a room. He's got that, hasn't he?
Yeah, I spoke to someone recently. I did an interview, and they were just sort of quizzing me on what it felt like. And he's just got that. He's got those Bristow mannerisms, and you can pay no one a bigger compliment than that. You knew when Eric was about, but Eric had that. But he had that persona on stage of where something special wasn't too far away, and you always feel like that when Mitchell's playing. Even more so now, and as he's maturing and becoming a young man. He's more in control of his emotions, which allows you to control situations on the hockey. But listen, if no player develops at the same time, we've got a couple of anomalies here. Luke was one, Bo's another, and now this young man's another one. Michael, who we had to go back 20 plus years ago to find anybody similar, where look at someone like Peter Wright, didn't win his first world title until 49, so there's still time for both of us.
We try and tell the children this all the time. It might be next year or whatever. You just all develop at different times. All right, super. Well, there you go. So you've just watched a world champion in action and thoroughly enjoyed it. Last game. We got the last game of the night, Chris, and it's Lola and Macy. Now, she's the one to watch in the girls' game at the moment, is she?
Yeah, but listen, Lola's safely through. She knows she's in finals with, but this is a chance to get one over Macy because they will obviously have to, play each other. Could be a semi-final, could be a final. You want to, you want to get one over. You want to put a bit of a mark.
You see how he thinks different to me, can't you?
Well, you just remind them of that the next time you play. Didn't I beat you the last? I can't remember. Can you remember?
Oh, is that what it's like?
Yeah, and then you've got them. They go, oh yeah, you beat me 5-4. You go, oh, that was it.
I'm learning all the time, Right, come on, they're here behind us. Let's get over to Phil. Last one of the night.
Thanks, Darren. We come now to the final match of the evening. We've got 2 of the real stars of the JPL girls. It's the best of 6 legs. It's time now to meet the players. We begin with the winner of the Winmore Unsigned event, Lola Jibber Jabber Wheeler, and the JPL girls, league leader, Macy Gibbons.
Welcome back, folks. The last game of the evening. We had the curtain twitchers for Jack Nankervis fans as he was beaten by Weesock's Mitchell Laurie in what was, as Chris said, probably the best professional performance of the night. And now we've got the curtain closer. Tabletop Macy Gibbons against Lola Wheeler. 2 players that have qualified for finals night. Lola will be over the moon with that. It's been a fine tournament so far, as we mentioned. She shook the top two in beating Becca Allen already.
99.
And was unbeaten going into tonight, wasn't she?
Yeah, she sure was.
83.
Yeah, 3-3 in her opening match against Yasmin, and as you said, that great win over Rebecca Allen 4-1. And then same scoreline against Kirsten.
42. Macy
And then,
Uruguay 164.
of course, tonight, a double header for Lola, who, on debut, it's been a brilliant debut season.
Yeah, and as we say, when we look at players that say, I want a bit of that. And with
She's one of them.
Yeah, with Lily qualifying last year, and like I say, probably getting closer and closer in practice, and then doing very well on the tour, as seen in many tournaments. Brilliant, by the way. Macy Gibbons, 15 data.
That's why she's top.
Game on.
Yeah, and that's why she's also Chelsea champion as well for the girls. Another tournament wrapped up.
82.
Quarterfinals in the women's
sort
as well.
of following in the footsteps of Paige, isn't she, really?
Yeah, I mean, how old's Macy now? Is she 16?
I think so.
So she should have another year.
Yes.
I think she's got another year. So that'll be fascinating to see. Again,
more development.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they've all got someone to look up to, of course, in Bo Greaves. I mean,
look how well Bo's done. I thought she was going to win it, but I didn't think it'd be this soon.
yeah. Well, we both had that discussion, didn't we? That when we were talking about the girls in week one, and we both agreed that listen, there's players that in certain tournaments, sometimes in the German ones, when a lot of the top guys don't fancy it, gives opportunities to lots of players, and we've seen lots of players over the years that you wouldn't necessarily sort of go, they could win one, and you put Bo ahead of them. So, like I say, I wasn't so sure it was going to come as quick. Well, I thought it was going to come quicker after the 9-darter against Menzer.
59.
But yeah, she's doing a remarkable job for the sport. Just not just for the girls, for the sport in general, and herself.
Yeah, when you talk about temperaments of personalities, and you calling Weesock sort of Bristow-esque, which is again, there's no high compliment in terms of that. And to have Macy Gibbons after 2 years playing darts to be associated with Bo Greaves' style and
she got
and talent and possible scope, it's a big thing for her, isn't it?
She's always going to be a few years behind, but that's just development years. Because Bo, I remember seeing Bo play when she was
82.
I don't know, 11 or 12, something like that. And she was absolutely brilliant then.
Yeah.
And she was only the size of little Jack Johnson.
Yeah,
Macy Uruguay 125.
playing county years at a very young age, and
84.
speaking of Macy, last year she made a final and won the tournament the weekend that Paige was in America. And I says,
Game shot and second leg, Lola Wheeler.
Bullseye finish.
One leg is Macy the Pro Bus. Game on.
well done, Lola. We've got a game in our hands. And how will Macy respond to that? She looks fuming, doesn't she?
Well, like I said to Darren, she's, Lola will want to try and get one over on her to be the first person to beat Macy in the qualifying campaign, and for their potential matchups on finals nights and elsewhere. You just, it means so much, and it gives you then genuine belief. You can think you're better than someone else, but you've got to go and prove it and beat them, and then they know.
When you talk about as well the format with 2 matches, a semi-final and a final, Lola kind of having a similar kind of structure to that tonight, and Macy's experienced 2 matches in one night earlier on in the campaign. So it's good to get the 2 matches, because that's what you're going to have to do on that Sunday, isn't it?
And as the table stands, and
100.
unless Lola beats Macy, she will meet her in the semi-finals, won't she?
First and fourth, is it? So
Yes, sorry. Yes.
First and fourth, so...
Yeah, she's third, isn't she?
Yeah, so unless the leg difference changes that, because it could possibly go minus, she go level on points, so she's securely third, isn't she? Yes.
Yeah, so she will be playing, unless she wins, she'll be playing Rebecca.
130.
I'll pass you that abacus back, Chris, if you can just put that away for us for now. Yeah, but Lola, like I say, mightily impressed the way she.
79.
Yes, Becca was coming
Macy,
back
you
for
require
her first
15.
weekend, and it was she might have been a little bit cold in terms of match sharpness, but
Game shot on
Lola
the
put
third
her to bed,
leg.
and
Macy
she
Gibbons.
in fine form, so in
Fourth
fine
leg
fashion.
Floyd,
So.
group points.
And Becca, in herself, she'll say, "Well done, I'll get you next time," kind of attitude, because we know how much of a battler Becca is. So
absolutely,
it's going to be a fascinating semi-finals and finals.
And she won't want to hand over her reign.
60.
You know, just sort of gift it away. She'll be giving it everything.
Mark my word, absolutely not. she'll be battling.
You could see how much it meant to her 12 months ago. Well, 10 months ago.
Yeah, and Paige was the hot ticket, wasn't she? And Becca was the player that was pushing her. And yes, it didn't work out at the Winter Gardens, did it, for the tour finals? But you always felt she had a squeak in one of them. More than a squeak.
I mean, for 2 years of playing.
100.
Yeah, and again, like you say,
Macy's the girl who also could have played football, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
33.
Well, I think there's more money in women's darts than there is women's football. Maybe wrong, but
78.
It's nice to have options though as a youngster, isn't it? And I think when someone does decide I'm going to put all my efforts into one sport, I think that's a good thing once you get to a certain level to say if you want to go to the next level.
But I mean, we come from another sport. It shows you about having sporting mentality, which that's something we noticed fairly early on, wasn't it?
Yeah, and when you look at the long weekends, or the long tour days where they've got 2 or 3 games, whether it's development tour or on the challenge tour or the women's series, sorry.
Game shot on the fourth leg, Macy Gibbons.
Outstanding.
Yeah, right back at
Macy
you.
throw first.
Breathing space in the match, and will throw for the full maximum points. What she's been simmering along nicely on maximum points throughout the series.
Yeah, she'd love to go 5 from 5, and she'd keep her average up in the 80s. That would fill her with total confidence and belief, and it's genuine belief. Like I say, it's one thing doing it.
100.
On a practice board. It's another thing doing it under the lights.
When you talk about football or any kind
Brilliant.
of superb. Every time Macy's hit a big finish or done something, Lola's responded with a timely 180 or a big check out around the bullseye, hasn't she? So, again, if it does end in defeat for Lola, she's basically saying, I'm on your heels though, love.
Yeah. She's certainly not a million miles away, not when it comes to to ability. It's something that
99.
that we've already heard a young girl mention tonight. It's consistency, isn't
41.
it? You master that.
Where your B and C game becomes as good as people's A games.
Yeah.
45.
Yeah, when you talk about, like, say, football or any kind of physical activity, that'll stand you in good stead for when you play these long weekends, because
and the dedication and the
Macy, you require 141.
that whole mentality of not quitting. Oh, this would be a way to win it.
Wouldn't it? Unlucky.
94. Lola, you require 140.
Not a bad second prize.
Oh, this would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
Oh,
great
the
effort.
Rob Cross.
Yes.
92.
A lot of people
Macy,
say
you require 47.
she goes for 47 for the match. There it
Game
goes.
shot. On the
Flawless
match,
pretty much
Macy
on the doubles.
Gibbons.
And 82.13 average for Macy Gibbons. 5 out of 5. 5-star performance again tonight. Wow. She's going to take some beating on the JPL, isn't she? Girls Series. Our finals, of course, we've got coming up in August. And Lola will, of course, be back for finals night. Over to you, Phil. Wow, take a breath.
So Macy, that was a great win. I mean, you played superbly. An 82 average. You have to be happy with that.
Yeah, very happy.
What have you got? Is there more to come from Macy Gibbons? I mean, we know how good you are. You know, you're top of the table in the JPL, now going into finals weekend. You said to me you normally play about a low 70s average. You averaged 82 in that game. How much better can you get from there?
Hopefully much better to come, but don't know.
And you're going to go into finals weekend in that top seed. You have won the JPL League. You're now going as a number 1 seed. Does that add pressure or does it give you confidence?
It gives me confidence because I know I can play my game.
And in August, Macy, do you see yourself lifting that trophy?
Hopefully.
We'll see how you got on. Well done tonight. To wrap the evening up, it is back to Darren and Mace in the studio.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks to all the team tonight. But last word's got to be about Macy Gibbons. I was just talking about the world champion who just done what I see as a hugely professional performance. How about that?
Yeah, equally as good, wasn't it? I mean, for a girl that's been playing a couple of years, I think she's only 16, maybe nearly 17. An 82 average is so good, but I think we see so many big numbers that it sort of it doesn't seem as good. But that
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I know, because you see so many big numbers, but averaging 82 is like, you know, I can remember back in the day when the likes of like the serious pros of this world in the 80s were averaging in the 80s. I know the boards are bigger before anybody starts sending stuff in on a postcard. I don't care. I think she's fabulous. I think she's one of those. I spoke about Bo and her in the same breath, but what you got to remember is by the time Bo was 12, 13, she'd already been playing. You know, she'd already evolved and developed. She's one to watch for me.
While we're chatting, we'll see if we can get the tables up and have a look at the tables as well before we go. Here we go, right away. Look at that, as if by magic. Well, look, it's a clean break there. She's going to take that first seeding for final Sunday because the girls won't be playing on the Saturday because they do the Sunday. Is that the table we sort of expected?
I'm not sure. Probably.
I've actually got Chris Mason stuck for words.
I was impressed with Rebecca last year, and you know, of course, these girls at some of their ages have got lots going on away from darts, so you've got to factor that in as well. But maybe in their finishing positions, probably not. But probably.
Lola's had a good campaign, hasn't she?
Very, very good. Yeah, very impressed, and she'll play Rebecca Allen, of course, in the semi-final. Macy will play Lucy. So
well, I suppose hats off to Lucy as well.
Yes.
Okay, well the boys then. We'll have a look, see if we can get a look with the boys. Some more magical technology here. Get the boys table up. Right. Wow. I don't know. Over to you.
Yeah, listen. Owen Bryceland opened the show tonight with equally as good a performance as Mitchell Laurie. Both of them averaging 95 and change. Outstanding. Top of the table. Only on leg difference to Archie yourself. This is wide open. You'll obviously have your favourites. Again, like I said, you look at the numbers, and that will give you your favourite based on metrics. Yeah. But a lot can happen on that final Saturday before we know the top 8 and where they're going to finish and how that's going to pan out. But I think they've all been fabulous. I mean, we're just over halfway through. In terms of league games.
Do we give a big congrats to Lex getting off the mark? You just never know, do you? I mean, he's got some pedigree, really.
Listen, there's 8 points up for grabs. That's what they got to remember as players. 8 points up for grabs. So bottom, if he wins all of his 8 games and Mitchell didn't win another game, he'd be on the same points as Mitchell Laurie.
Sorry, what did you just say?
Yeah, I know. But listen, you can pretend. It's just an example that, listen, it's not over for any of them. You only lose the bottom 2, so listen, the top ones look safe. The top 4 look pretty safe. They may juggle for position, but I certainly think it's not a foregone conclusion that the current bottom 2 finish in the bottom 2. That's all I'm saying. So don't miss it.
Okay, all right, Chris. It's been a pleasure tonight. I really enjoyed it tonight. We've had some great games, and those that have just started to make their way. Who knows what's going to happen? Thank you for watching, and thanks to the team. There's a big team behind it.
Subscribe.
Yes, and all that.
Hit the notification bell.
That's it. And also, come and join us.
Yes.
22nd, 23rd. Get on to info@Junior Darts. Come down, come and get some tickets. Come and watch. You'll be more than welcome. Anyway, over to what's next? The World Cup of Darts, I suppose. That's the next thing to watch, isn't it? And maybe England could play Gaelic football. You just never know. Right. Stay safe. Good night.